Alrighty. Another episode, another week, another episode. You know how we do. What up? You are now listening to your favorite podcast in the whole wide world, on the World Wide Web. I'm trying to spice it up here since Steve said I'm not keeping it spicy enough.
That was not spiced.
That's old school. That's Igbo spice. I need to take it to Yoruba spice, Abi.
That's old school.
Did I ever tell you of the time that I almost got shot on my way from Ilorin to Lagos?
No.
I don't know this one.
Bro. See, when I think about it now, it's almost like it was a dream and never really happened.
Yeah.
So let me, quick story. I was driving back. I wasn't driving. My friend was driving, right? He was like a neighbor of mine. He had a, those, what do you call those cars now, Steve? The small Volkswagen car. Not the Beetle, the other one. Golf. Thank you.
Golf.
Man, remember when boys had golf?
I remember Golf 3 was the theme.
It was what Golf 2 boys had. Everybody
it was Golf 2.
Yeah. Then when boys now had Golf 3. Oh my God. Before we even go into the Golf 1, quick backstory. My guy remember when Honda had you had the Honda Hala, Honda Bullet. Before we got to the baby boy, you had all those.
Yeah.
I remember when my guy brought Honda Hala to the crib when we were in school. We lost our mind. In my head, the story, in my head, I'm sure the guy drove the car, parked the car, walked out, and we're hailing him all through. But the way I play it in my head is the car was moving, the guy got out of the car was still moving, and he
was right to whip.
That's in my head. That's how I was watching him that day. When we're just screaming, hey! The guy had the car. Oh, no. Anyways, my guy was riding a Golf 3. It was like lemon, greenish lemon. That was the color, right? And I was like, man, he's heading to Lagos, so it was end of school, end of semester. I was like, man, let me roll with you. And then we had two ladies he was picking up as well. So the two ladies were at the back of they were at the back seat. I was riding shotgun, and he was driving the car. So we head out, spend a few hours on the road. All of a sudden, it was around 6 o'clock. Guy just says,
PM.
Yeah, PM. Park here. We saw 3 police officers on the road. They had stopped a couple of other people. I think they had left. He parked us on the side of the road. We parked. Right? Now, what I'm about to describe to you is fucking wild. And I don't know how this happened. And I've played this thing so many times. And I've tried to to see, could we have de-escalated the situation? What really happened? How did he escalate? Anyways, bring out your papers. You, calm down. Who are these girls? Now I won't kidnap them, Abi. First of all, why do police officers do that? Why? Why do they put you on the defensive?
They're very
yes, now they have to make you weak as possible. Now.
Yeah, they have to. It's intimidation. They have to really weaken your stance.
Is this something they teach in the police force?
Yeah, they're just crooked people. The street lingo, open office for your head. It's from a police. It's from police thing now. It's of police officer. When police open office for your head, meaning they lodge a case on your head, which you have to spend a lot of money on. That's where the street took it from. Yeah. So that's kidnapping now. Office on the open for your head now, right? Instantly.
So, we're trying to explain. No, sir. Everybody bring out your ID. We're coming from school. This is that. So, of course, what they immediately do, if you guys don't know, this is a technique that police do. They do the concept of separation. They will separate everybody.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
Sure, if you watch Law and Order, you already know this. They separate everybody. So, one of the policemen talking to me, and interestingly, all 3 policemen are. One is Hausa, one is Igbo, one is Yoruba. It was very funny.
Wazobia.
Yeah. And the Igbo man, the Igbo police officer is the boss, right? And there's the Yoruba guy, and there's the Hausa guy. So the Hausa guy gets to me, is the tallest, and I'm tall. Starts telling me, just starts asking me, where are they come from? You be thief, Abi? I'm like, no, sir. I'm trying, I'm even trying to explain. This guy cocks his gun immediately.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. He's holding an AK, cocks the AK, right? So I'm trying to even look at my friend to see what's happening. The other police officer has already cleared him from the ground.
Wonderful.
I'm like, how did this thing escalate like this? So the guy is coming down from the ground. This guy now starts saying, "You come here, come here," and he cocked his gun and he's saying, "Come here," and I'm like, "Sorry, sir, sorry, sir." So we start walking into the bush, right? And he's following me. He's like, "Come here," and I'm still walking into the bush backward. Mind you, I'm walking backward into the bush, and he's just saying, "Come here," and that happens for another 5 minutes. I think they are all high because the guy just keeps saying, "Come here."
Drunk.
And I'm like, sorry, sir, come here, sorry, sir. And we do that for like 5 minutes, and I've walked into the bush 5 minutes. Right? So the girls are
and
crying.
and he was still following you.
And the only thing he was saying was, "Come here." And imagine just saying, "Come here, sorry, sir." And
Was he following you, or he was still standing?
That's why I kept moving backwards.
Okay.
So at this time, I think the boss now comes and calls him, and then he just retreats. So I have to follow him out again because I'm in the bush. I've walked like maybe 10 feet into or 20 feet
into the bush. Yeah.
But can you imagine in roadside, you don't even know what is in the bush. You don't even know if there's a ditch. Bro, I actually thought I was going to die. I'm telling you. Anyway, by the time we get back into like on the roadside, the girls are crying, then they start asking us for money. Before they start asking us for money, the boss, who is the Igbo guy, goes into this whole rant of, he never even wanted to be deployed to the west of Nigeria. All he eats here is just, all their food is just filled with pepper. Like,
you should report to HR. You should report to HR.
This guy is close to tears. We have to let all go. I'm telling you. And then they put us back in the car and we have to go.
You see what Yoruba food don't cost. He drove a policeman into depression. The pepper is too much. It's too much.
I put it to you that man
was too much.
I put it to you that the man was a client. I put it to you that the man was a clandestine IPOB member. Let's move on.
Bro, is one of the greatest I actually have. Anyways, I say all that to say welcome to another episode of Loose Talk Podcast. So if it's not too spicy, please bear with me.
because of your experience with spice.
Yeah,
PTSD.
Shout out to June.
Spice Boys.
Spice Boys. That's the name of this episode. Spice Boys. Anyways, man, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's chilling, relaxing. It's another week. How you guys doing? Ayo?
We're good. I'm good.
Ayo, is that a new phone I see?
That phone that has been around since November, December. I beg.
Hey.
I beg.
So now only me supposed to upgrade now, Abi.
Please,
you never upgrade that phone. No?
The phone was a painful buy. Please don't.
You never upgrade that phone. No?
Don't worry.
As I carry this phone now, you know what I see? Make a show now the notification. Make it not be like saying now. Let me see. Bitcoin has now got.
That's nice. Don't worry. You can buy new phone. With all this one you are showing us, you can buy new phone.
They said Bitcoin is 70,000. Not my money is 70,000.
He's waiting for iPhone 16 to come out. Like we'll just launch it.
Okay, I see you. That's nice.
Actually, I'm going to buy
Vision Pro.
Where are we now?
You won't buy.
Where are we now on the iPhone? What number?
15.
15.
I think I'm good for a 12 now.
That's what I have now. That's what I have, a 12.
And it's doing well.
It's fine, it's sexy. I did download the latest iOS. It's okay. It's fine. It's functional. Yes. It's not for the aesthetics. It's functional.
I'm still on the XX Max. And it's...
Osagie, please change it. Because the new iOS update, they go so even come out.
They won't now. XX Max care.
By next year, I can bet you by next year they'll move.
Next year will be the iPhone 15, right?
Next year will be 16.
But they'll not do there's a new iOS that's coming that's got a total overhaul. And I'm sure you guys, that your phone will miss out on it.
No, this XX Max is 10 now.
Bro, I had a 10 and I could not download the latest. I just had an iPhone X. So you know that anyone in the X Max, bro, it's the same thing now. I nuclear Kuti. There's some Kuti and a nuclear Kuti are the same Kuti family. It will still come.
Osagie does not want to change his phone. You will change it this year.
We'll change it to
You
my
will
phone.
change it this year.
Current software you have. Let's go. Let me check now. Something that
I have the latest software though.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see the latest. Name the software update. Let
Me,
me
I'm
go
following. Me, I'm following iPhone at the back. So this year now, I use 15.
Now you be rich one.
17.4 iOS
Not be rich
17.
one. I don't really.
I'm not arguing, but I'm saying when they bring
I
out
put it-
iOS 18, you no go there for now. That's
I
what I'm
put
saying.
in my old one with about like 200k or 150k. But no, dollar don't. I know this year dollar has been somehow. I've not done that negotiation with Kazim to know how this year's one is going to be. If he passed 300k, I'm not doing. I'll continue to use my phone.
You know what a guy told me last year when I got to buy this phone? And it's before the Naira dollar went mad. He said this is not the best time to buy a phone. If somebody that's working in computer village is telling you that,
I'm telling you.
everybody hold your phone. Put double screen protector. Nothing like say something break. Else you can just go back palace out last.
Protect your neck.
Protect your phone. Oh. Hey.
I get. So there's this website called swappy.com, right? Where you can actually trade in. You can buy new phones. You can buy refurbished iPhones. And really, that's where a lot of people who sell phones in like computer village and co. This is where they buy
from.
I'm telling you. Because when the phone comes, they are like well packaged. With chargers and everything. These were most people. So most of the phones that we actually use in that they actually sell that if it's not coming from the iStore, which is where I recommend if you're going to spend a lot of money buying any phone,
just go to the place. Just go to the
place. It's easy to check. iPhone has like how you can check for like this like phones if it's a new one.
My brother, these refurbished phones is when you go and check it because they've
reconfigured it.
Reformatted everything, right? It doesn't carry all that history. I'm not sure because these are.
It does. It will. They will show you. They will show you.
I think it does.
They will show you when. They'll show you when it was released. When the phone was released. It will show you when it was sold. The first time it was sold. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Apple itself sells refurbished products.
Yeah, sure. And there are descriptions for that. There are descriptions for like refurbished phone. There are descriptions for new phone stuff like that. Yeah.
So I now went there because you could also swap your phone.
Your old phone for the new one. Okay.
Then they did a whole like diagnosis of my phone. So I had to put like the profile of everything in my phone. And these guys wanted to buy my phone for like $60-something.
I
beg. Come on.
I better get out. I'll be $60 for one.
At least this one now, if you give this one to Computer Village, if I want to buy, what are you using now? 12?
12 on the dot.
I want to buy like 13 now. And I give them this my XX Max. How much more money do I need to add on it? And this phone now, no crack.
Like 500k. Like 500k.
How can I be buying a phone for 500,000 naira? This is what's going on in this country.
You're not aspiring to be part of the 1%. You have to fake it till you make it. You understand? If your phone does not have 3 cameras, does not have that island notification bar, then I don't understand what you're doing. You can't go to a DJ be like this and I carry it. It's what bouncer go bounce you. When you don't see your phone saying only 1 camera you get. Go on.
I'm actually used to them telling me to park outside and all those things. So with the car I drive, I'm actually okay.
I beg, any phone is good though. Don't go and kill yourself. Say you want to go and buy something. Go and sell your kidney because you want to buy iPhone. I beg.
Phone that you will not use apart from Twitter and Instagram and camera. And to be honest, you don't know the difference between a 3-eyed camera and a 1-eyed camera.
It will shock you. Some people know. It will shock you. Some people know.
But see, if you're not like a pro user, right? I'm just saying, man, if you're not a pro user, right, if you're not using the camera for work, if you're not using the camera because you need to use it to achieve a certain
content creator or stuff like that,
yeah. Because I've seen people with iPhones with shitty photos, and I'm like, bro, just use a POS camera. Just carry a POS of camera up and down because I don't understand what you're using this iPhone for at the end of the day.
So my own thing is when everybody wants to change a phone, like change phones for functionality. Change phones because the speed of your phone is not good enough. Like your phone isn't fast enough. Like, the memory or the processor, right?
Or you can't process it.
Like
Yeah,
this
that's true.
phone, at times when I want to close the apps, there are like 100 apps open. I have a lot of apps on
Yeah.
this phone. Like 100, and I just, man, I had 100 apps open, and I start closing everything. And the phone did not hang for once.
Yeah.
That's for me. That's
Did you
why.
hear that? Android users, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Android users?
As that we're being elitist, and it has nothing to do with elitist. It has to do with high speed performance because of the kind of things we use. I can't.
Yeah.
Android, you can hack Android. I'm not going to put my crypto wallet on an Android phone. I'm not just going to,
Mbano.
you know, because once
Mbano. If you see my phone now, the best you can do is go and sell the earpiece, the screen, and scatter it, and there's no way you are using it. It's impossible.
Oh, so when you lock an iPhone, you lock it permanently, right?
It's done. It's done, bro. It's done.
Sure,
Have you
there's no
forgotten
way
the case?
they
Have
say
you forgotten that the case of the FBI was investigating a terrorist case, and they had the iPhone of a terrorist, and even iPhone refused to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten that case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Cook said, nope, I'm not opening it.
Tim Cook said, no, we ain't doing that shit.
But you know what? FBI later did it, sha. They found the guy. They did it back.
The guy in Australia, right?
Yeah, they found somebody who did it.
They found somebody. They found a super hacker
And
who
they,
did
and they paid
it.
it, and they paid the guy well.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But that's some high level stuff. Android,
That's some high level. That's some high
Android, all you need to do is press two buttons for 5 minutes. The phone will start doing white and black. I've done.
I'm sure they would have had. I'm sure Samsung and the rest have like super security.
No, for Samsung, yes, but the other ones, I don't know.
Because you have a Samsung phone here. If you hold down two buttons for 5 minutes, the
It's the
phone
same. It's the same OS now. It's the same OS.
It's the same OS, like the same Android system now.
So
It's very-
you can work
it's
for any
very-
of the makers, yeah.
you don't. Okay, I get the point. You don't actually access the content in the phone because the phone resets to factory.
Yeah, you can. But you can use the phone. You can still use
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think yeah, that's what I think. You know.
Okay.
But
So how was
you can't.
your week, guys?
Week was good. Week was good. I'm just I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting tired of the work culture, 9 to 5 culture, and the pressure that comes with it and everything. You know, especially when you're not in certain control of certain things, right? Where it affects you nonetheless. Yeah. So this week I had a long thought about the whole thing. It happens once in a while. You guys know now. You know, but apart from that, I'm good. God is good. Everything is going on well. Work is going on fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
sounds dope.
this week I had to like think again about the whole, I don't know, about this whole culture, this 9 to 5 culture, like the corporate culture. You know, the accountability part, where you have to be accountable for what you're not supposed to be accountable for, stuff like that, right? Yeah. But apart from that, I'm good. I'm sure I'll get out of that phase soon again and just move on with my life.
You know what that means?
Until another incident happens, I start, you know that it is what it is, though. Yeah.
Steve, you know what that means? Retirement
Yeah.
is calling you. Think about it now. See when you'll be working as an adult, as a young adult.
Yeah, I've often thought about it, and you know, I know what I'm going to do. Like, I know what I figure. I think I'm figuring out what I'm going to do if I decide to leave the whole work culture thing and just
Yeah.
do things on my own. I figured it out. I haven't decided on the steps to take to do it, but just in case, just so that I'm not caught unawares, I'm not like left stranded with anything,
Yeah.
right? But I think I kind of figured it out, you know. But it's still life. Life is still a constant process of figuring things out, you know. So yeah, I'm still in that process, and you know, I have no fears. But anyway, I have no fears though. Yeah.
Fantastic. Alhamdulillah. How about you?
When Osagie says still, I always like it because we make
Why?
my guy.
My week was good. So I got a very impromptu call from somebody, a legend, who prayed for me because of the content I've been putting out.
Awesome.
In case you guys need to know who the person is Daddy Shoki. He called me on Instagram. First of all, nobody calls
That
anybody
is
on Instagram.
true.
He called you on Instagram.
He called me on nobody calls anybody on Instagram. You know.
That tells me that the Shoki is in tune with tech.
No,
Because it's a feature on Instagram. So if people are not using it, that means they don't know. That the Shoki knows.
That the Shoki knows actually.
Talking about the Shoki, I saw a funny content this week when he says, now everybody they do you wrong. Who you will do wrong? Did you see that video? So
I know. I saw
you don't para.
So he just called to thank me that shout out for what I've been doing for the veterans, that people have forgotten that it's a very, very massive and nice initiative. And I said, thank you very much, sir. And it was good that, somebody out there is actually seeing, all the work being put in.
The beautiful thing, sorry to cut you short. The beautiful thing about the way you do your content is you don't do it as if it's old, right? There's a way you tie it into what is happening right now. And I'm just so happy the series like the greatest Nigerian music of all time, like so that you know that this thing has been happening way before 1999.
Oh, definitely.
These guys have it all fucked up. They think they are the messiahs or whatever it is. They didn't know that people were performing in Korea in 1982, 1983, 1986. Performing on Leatherman in 1992. Like these guys don't know. So I'm happy. I love the formats. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. As to what Sylvia was saying, I also have that feeling too. Like, we've been doing this 9 to 5 for a minute. Boys don't try. I clearly know where I'm heading to, and I keep telling my colleagues at work that if my bank account reaches one certain level, wait out, expire date, fasting the process, please. I'm done. Yeah, but we started taking baby steps towards it, and hopefully the other half, because we are getting into our middle. We're getting into the second half of our existence on planet Earth. Yeah. And it's time to think about the bigger picture, leaving a legacy, doing what you have to do at the end of the day. Not many people have the luxury. You see people working 40 years in the same company, not passing, not even getting to executive level, just doing what they have to do. So I think it's necessary to ask those questions, about life and all that.
Picking up on that, right? I think also that aspect I was talking about. I keep thinking. I believe that I need another level of education to get to where I want to get to in the 9 to 5 setting, in the corporate setting, right?
Yeah.
So I need that time out to go to seek that knowledge, and when I get that time out, of course, I'll still need money to to take care of myself and my family, right? So that next step is figuring out what will be giving me money in the meantime while I seek knowledge, go for courses and stuff like that, then come back. But I believe I need another level of education, another level of networking, stuff like that to get into where I really want to be in those settings. It's just so just loud thoughts. That's all. Sax.
Well, here's what I have to say. And what I've noticed is that you guys you're 100% right. And one thing I've noticed is that for those people who really go further in working in corporate space as like full-time employees, there's no half-stepping about it. Is it that you love it 100%, like you miss it, like you love that shit. They love their work, right? And they are going in 15, 20 years, same workplace, or they switch workplace or whatever, but they love the way they are suit everything, like they're excited about it. Like, and it's scary and it's just a bit weird, like, God, chill. Either that or you go ahead and go and do your own thing as your own entrepreneur, or like a solo entrepreneur, or set up your own business, or you've started a side business, then you end up doing that, right? There's no half stepping in it for that long. True. Body, your mind, everything tells you this is really what I want to do now. I want to be my own boss. And all I have to say is that both ways are not easy.
Of course. Obviously, it's not easy at all.
Don't let anybody tell you, running a business is, you are your own
it's
boss.
Better.
It takes more discipline.
Your own business is harder. I'll tell you, running 100% is harder than working as a full-time employee somewhere. You rise to managerial level or whatever, and all that. It's difficult. I run a side business and it's tough. And it's not even as big as I wish it to be. But like yesterday, someone I was working with hit me up and said it's not going to be available because there's no light in the house.
Yeah.
And I had to then take on the role of what he was meant to do, because if I'm not going to do it, we lose the clients.
So these clients, yeah.
So someone else has to do it. And that's so running a business is also not easy. So whatever it is, we just pray that, God continues to bless.
Figure it out. Yeah, that's true. Awesome. That's true.
That's it. So
how was your week?
My week was good. My week was actually good. Other than, financial institutions in Nigeria frustrating the shit out of me.
Which you tweeted about.
Oh, that was last week. They fucked me up. They wanted to make me go mad last week.
And you see, my friend always tells me, says traditional banks are slow, but they're not stupid. Traditional institutions are slow, but they're not stupid.
Nice saying.
When it comes out and says, hey man, we're the new best thing, we're gonna, disrupt the whole place, yada yada. Fam, maybe you just came out during 2020 when there was the whole boom. Let's see what happens. And again, this is not a slight to anybody, because I encourage and support everybody, right? I'm also part of this industry that I'm sort of like critiquing. But reality is reality with a lot of fintechs now. And not just fintechs, tech startups, so to say. A lot of them have either sold their business because they couldn't, compete in this very competitive, and again, in this economy that is having a sort of a downturn, right? So companies have sold quietly, companies have merged, companies have closed down. It's the reality of the business. Also means that when you're on the come up and all that, like, calm yourselves down and like focus on the bigger picture. Don't get overly excited. Don't celebrate small wins.
Yeah.
Be proud of your small wins.
You can do that, but don't over publicize it, in my own opinion.
Or don't oversell it.
Don't oversell it, yeah. Don't oversell the small wins, yeah.
And focus on the big picture and understand that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Just grind, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and everybody's not going to be Elon Musk. So you can't, you might not.
Sorry, it's not Elon Musk. It's Eri Musk.
Eri Musk.
It's Eri Musk. Please.
Who said that?
Abido Sheka. Abido Sheka.
Osagie.
Gaga. The number one pastor in Nigeria.
So our
who again?
Prophet Odumeje, he was preaching about Elon Musk to his congregation. I was saying that now the world richest man is someone called Eri Musk. One Eri Musk.
No, you have to listen to that sermon. That sermon is mind breaking. To explode your mind.
There are people's contents that when I see them on my timeline, I don't listen to. I have no problem with them, but I don't just listen to it. Is Odumeji and
that was his,
Speed Darlington.
No, that's his real. That's his real.
You're missing out though.
Yeah,
okay. You're missing out, Osagie. You're missing out. It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Anyway, so not every CEO is going to be Elon Musk. So that whole profile of you wanting to be the eccentric CEO, that only happened when Elon had established 5 or 6 companies, right? And got into a level where he could say, I want to buy Twitter. And I can tweet all day and put memes out. My guy, focus on your business. Focus on your business and that should be your primary purpose. How do I grow this business? How do I employ the right people? Also, I don't want to go into these rants. Rant choke. Now go they hire the wrong people. Now nothing they put on for wahala at times. Or make I not to talk with all my full mouth. Or make I not talk with my full chest. Word to evil bliss. And go to black. Let's keep it going. So that's how my week went. Frustrated by financial institutions. I'm owing. Do you know how much I'm owing Steve? I'm owing. I have to be apologizing to Steve every 2 weeks.
Rob me my money by Monday. Nuts.
The money is processing, but they said this thing is not happening yet. I've reached them. No vex. So I can't be like person where We never pay.
The apologies are so funny. Anytime he apologizes, I'll just start laughing.
But you have to convey it now because I don't know. I
It's somebody's money now. Yeah.
Oh, the son is owing me money, man. I'm heated. I'm sorry. It was back then. I mean, not you guys, but you get my point.
Yeah,
But
I
it was
understand
back
what
then.
you're saying.
He's owing me money, right? I'm like, chill, like, whatever the amount was, I swear down. I'm like,
Yeah, Osagie used to be chilled about.
yeah. But let me tell you, Nigerians will take you for a fucking ride. So if
Of
you
course.
borrow money from me now, you know what I do?
You do a calendar.
I do a Google calendar immediately. The first thing is I ask you for your email address, and you just want sending me. Is he sending it via PayPal? What's going on? Give me your email address. I put it down. You just get return money by so. You get the alert.
You don't hook
And
you for work already.
And I'll go to the calendar and go and set it again. 48 hours before, 24 hours
That's it.
before, send reminder.
Yeah.
So you see Toron Kocha, I beg. I don't get a problem with anybody. It was before I used to do all that. But people will take you for a ride.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. They actually do. Yeah.
So please, let's get into the topics today. Kai Cenat in Nigeria.
Boom.
Yeah.
First of all,
Kai Cenat.
some people might not know who Kai Cenat is clearly. So please let us break it down.
All right, let me go to his Wikipedia page.
All right.
That's the-
Oh, the boy has a wiki.
Kai Cenat.
Come on now.
Okay, sorry.
Wait, let me check his net worth first. Because he has some money.
Don't set that one up. He's in Lagos, so you want money like he gets going to go carry belly for. They go carry
No,
belly for.
okay.
They go carry belly for.
Now that you specify the threats,
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
threat.
that's very, very correct with Lagos. I thought you were talking about kidnapping or I was like, it's not in Warrior, it's not in Abuja.
No, no.
But now you specify that threats.
the
Those
wrong
lucky
compl-
BBL,
He's the wrong
those lucky,
complexion.
those lucky babes that
Yes.
they are terrorists.
They will
So
collect
yeah, I
money.
agree with you.
That threat is more than kidnapping.
I very good.
This is 18 years kidnapping.
My brother, they will do the pregnancy test live on Instagram.
Everything on Instagram.
The test live on Instagram. You see, like live on Instagram. The test is going down. No shame. Anyways, Kai Cenat is estimated to have a monthly income of $1.5 million, and his net worth is around $12 to $14 million.
Not bad.
Not bad.
For somebody rolling
so-
like that in Lagos, I will have more than the two bodyguards he has if I had $15 million.
I think he has more. I think you have more pull with him. I think you definitely have more.
Yeah, of
around
course
him.
they should have more pull.
Yeah.
Guys, the Shank that you guys were talking about, is it the former musician Shank?
No, now there's a comedian
No,
called
Shank the comedian.
Okay, the comedian. Sorry.
I actually like Shank. Well, we'll talk about Shank in a bit.
I'm
but
not
let's
very,
get-
very. I know him, but I'm not like very, very familiar. But I know the name. I know him as a comedian, but I'm not very familiar with his work.
Okay, I'll talk about Shank soon. So Kai Cenat, better known Kai Cenat, real name Kai Carlos Cenat 3, is an American online streamer and YouTuber. He's best known for his live streams and comedy-based content he uploads to YouTube. He's currently the second most subscribed Twitch streamer and the 13th most followed Twitch streamer with approximately 9 million followers, surpassing Ludwig Arhen's record during a February 2023 subathon. He was named Streamer of the Year at the 2023 Streamer Awards. All right, I think he has, he's of what descent? I think he has, I know he was born in like New York and all that, but I think one of his parents is actually, if I'm not wrong, is it Africa? He has some, I think his folks are like first generation immigrants or something. I read that
I should think
somewhere.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it here, but yeah. But yeah, man. So New Kid on the Block is 22. This is our version of, I don't know who, like our version, who's which version of him would we say we are?
Do we have a streamer in Nigeria?
Streaming is not a big culture in Nigeria, so I don't think we
No,
have
I
that
don't mean
version.
like streaming. I'm saying like when we were like 18, 17-year-olds, who was our Kai Cenat?
In Nigeria or like
No, not in Nigeria, globally.
globally.
Yeah. You could say our Kai Cenat was what's the name of the guy that used to do the punks?
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
Or
sense.
like
yeah,
very
kinda.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
because there was no streaming back then and all that. But like fun stuff, skits, etc., etc. This is
Yeah.
like the culmination of everything that's happened in the last 20 years, pop culture, everything. Kai Cenat is the future, right? If
Yeah.
you guys don't know, those who are listening, people like Offset, right? Chose to go to
Nicki Minaj
Nicki Minaj.
Kai Cenat's streaming
platform. Yeah.
yeah, streaming platform,
Audience.
like go
Yeah.
visit him and and interact with his audience over visiting platforms like the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast
Nicki
Club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minaj,
yeah.
most recently 21 Savage, Drewski was there. He's had like
Chunks,
he's had
Philly.
Drake called him on the day he released his album, which I was
Yeah.
very, very mad about because Drake has never joined DJ Academics stream. But I was angry. I wasn't happy with that though.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of academics. I'm a fan
Yeah.
of how he has taken a chance on himself and
Big
stuff
act.
like that.
yeah.
Big art.
When
Yeah.
it, when it comes to, and just put in context again, things like streaming via Twitch and all that, basically or primarily have been for like gamers, and the community has been filled with a lot of white audiences.
Yeah.
To be fair, and so like the rise of like urban, young urban,
Kai, Speedy.
Streamers, yeah. Like Kai didn't start as an urban. Kai blew up as like a regular streamer. It was later that he started switching to like rap, hip hop, and stuff like that, and urban culture. He was first white popular before he was culture popular.
I see. So he was like them, Aiden Ross, and
Thank
the other
you.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mad guy.
Yeah. So he's in Nigeria, and I guess him being in Nigeria is off the reaction and responses and just the interaction with the Nigerian community
Alright.
following the
Omale thing.
unfortunate event.
He also wore
his,
Nigerian jersey.
saw his his girlfriend
Dry humped. So there's no dry humped. So that's all.
with Omale. So he had the young man on. He had invited the lady. The lady said, what's in for me? That he wasn't feeling that. Then he invited the young man on. And I think from there, the guy got like some donations, everything. It was really nice. So I think just interacting with like Nigerian audience and all that globally, right? It was like, man, he needs to visit the insert motherland. And I've seen pictures of some young YouTuber stroke skit makers, so content creators, let me describe it better, who welcomed him into Nigeria at the airport. They were dancing, and the last thing I saw is that they went to eat amala at a local joint, and I'm sure they have like more content they're doing now.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
He was in a basketball. He went to a basketball court recently. Him and the second guy. So it's him and the other guy. There are two actually, but he's more
There
popular.
are two streamers that came to Nigeria.
The other guy that was over dancing at the airport. Yeah. I want to just mention that he wore the Nigerian jersey recently also, and Davido has been in talks with him for. I think they originally wanted him to come during Dirty December, but he couldn't make it at that period. So he has had in Nigeria for a minute, before now coming to the country and obviously creating content and touching down in the motherland, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kai Cenat. And it just goes to show how much Nigeria has like soft power. We have a lot of soft power in Nigeria.
Soft power is mad. Our soft power is mad.
A lot. But like again, so what are we doing with this soft power?
Oh, we are doing it for ourselves. So the idea of the soft power is that if there's a policy or a general framework, it now goes into something bigger, right? Using Korea as an example, Korea isn't big in terms of soft power just by happenstance or by mistake. The government of Korea in the 90s decided that, let us influence the world through our arts, literature, music. And that's why you have K-pop and you have K-dramas. That's why you see teenage Nigerian girls go crazy over when they want to watch. There are some women in Nigeria, young women in Nigeria, they only watch K-dramas. They don't watch any other thing again. And that's not just by mistake. It was engineered by the government in Korea. And also K-pop. The reason why 16-year-olds in America are going crazy over BTS and the likes is because something was activated. The problem with Nigeria is that our soft power wasn't activated. It was just people hustling. Look at Nollywood, the home video part of it. You know, some entrepreneurs who had the money back then in the 90s said, you know what? You guys make movies, we'll market it for you. Our marketing network and distribution network is all over Nigeria. Let's do that for you. And they created, even you might call it a ramshackle, but one of the most how do they call it now? Productive movie industries in the world. You know, at one point we were making so many movies were number 2 in the world in just terms of output. Look at Afrobeats. Young people, young men, young women came together and just said, let's make the best music, the best exportable music out of Africa, and let's conquer the world. And that's what we have right now. I saw a podcast clip, and this man is like a political analyst. He said, whatever Nigerian government doesn't touch flourishes. And
Yeah.
the main point of Nigerian movies and Nollywood also.
Music
I also
industry.
mentioned that. He said when Nigerian government wanted to start interfering with tech, the new tech scene, that's when problems started with those ones. No, if you look at if you see everything that Nigerians have forgotten, I'll try to look for the clip. He said, if you look at everything that is succeeding in this country, that's giving us, you know, international fame, presenting a whole new image to the world about Nigeria, Nigerian government is not involved. Is it Afrobeats? Nada. Nollywood, now they just want to start, okay, we help build a film school for you and blah, 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 blah. But during the grinding, the years where people were grinding in Dumota, even in Alba, Enugu, no, they were nowhere to be found. So as our soft power is big, there isn't a laser point and say, this is what we want to do actually. Yeah.
How do we? Sorry to take you back to, you mentioned Film Village,
Yeah.
and I just remember that we still don't have one. How do we intend to grow an industry without the Film Village? Like, how do we think it's possible?
Oh, first of all, how do we even intend to grow an industry without institutions that train people? Right?
Yeah,
Hollywood,
it's
which is the perfect example. You can't just walk into Hollywood and just say, I want to be this, I want to be that. Even if you are a crew member,
yeah,
you have to go through training and join a union, right? So that union will protect your rights when you're on set and when you're working and everything. Nigeria is such a funny country that we produce actors and actresses that never went to school to learn how to act.
Yeah.
And that is why, even though our movies are okay, we're getting better, the acting is always dodgy because we've not gone
it's
through.
always very, very dodgy. Yeah,
We have some film schools, but I don't think they are film schools anyway. I just think they are everybody just the chop.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of film villages, I knew they wanted to establish one in the north. I can't remember the states. And the
no,
elders
they
of
refused though.
said
Yeah, they
they don't want
refused,
it because it will encourage pornography in their
Yeah,
state.
they refused. Yeah,
So I know Omotola's husband wanted to do one.
in
I don't know-
Badagry, right?
Yeah, I don't know if Lagos State is still doing
No, I think he has switched it. He switched it. He later abandoned the idea.
Yeah. I don't
He
know
said
if
he wanted to do an. He said he wanted to do an aviation school. He even
Yeah.
did the launching of the aviation school, which I attended in Badagry.
I don't know if Lagos State wants to do. I'm not sure. And I don't think Lagos State is the best state for us to have a film school or a film village in.
No, it can't be
No,
Lagos.
because there is, bro, it's choked up. We
There's
need
no
a place where there's a
space.
lot of land and space
Yeah.
where you can build gigantic sets and everything,
Yeah.
which will not become a home for Nollywood. Just the way Hollywood is a home for
Yeah.
for
LA,
the industry.
yeah.
LA,
For Hollywood,
yeah.
yeah.
Or Atlanta, the way Atlanta is headquarters for black actors.
movies.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, so we don't have that, which is now that is the policy part of everything. Where the other part of it, you can have all the soft power in the world, but if you don't have the framework and the objectives,
The buying from the government,
for
basically.
the money from the government, then it's just noise, and everybody likes us. We are cool. People come in for Dirty December, but what does he do? For Lagos State, Dirty December should be like a tourism, initiative that will help, grow the local economy of Lagos State. But Lagos State doesn't give a fuck about anything. So it is what it is.
All right, man. Yeah, absolutely. If and what happens is that people then take advantage of this soft power,
Oh yeah,
right? People come in, use your soft power, use it to
Wow.
gain relevance, whatever,
Yeah.
etc. And for a fact, we've seen it
Over and over.
from Beyonce's album to and that's what happens. So and you can't stop people from accessing your soft power, but what you can do is sort of like collaborate with them,
Yeah.
right? When they want to use this soft power, that you also gain from their own relevance and their own crowd and their own community or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you use this software to activate. It's almost like you're activating things in other places, and it's like the best PR. You talked about
Yeah.
like Korean movies. We've talked about some of the South American movies we watched, right? There's some
Yeah.
of these things that have been threaded in our lives because we consumed the content so much that we start to identify, and then
Yeah.
they're able to activate communities or support their people in these respective places. How have we been able to use Nollywood to support our people in the diaspora? How have we been able to use Afrobeats to support our people in the diaspora?
Yeah.
I've just seen that is happening with like Afrobeats is that the artists now have been able to like generate revenue from the diasporan audience.
Yeah.
But has the diasporan audience benefited from this soft power? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you. Even the people at home self are not benefiting. So talk about the people in the diaspora. So the Nigerian government has wasted a whole lot of opportunity with Afrobeats. When I mean Nigerian government, I don't mean this current administration. I mean since forever. They wasted a lot on it. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. It is the Niger way.
The Nigeria way. Let's
Yeah.
move on. So let's talk about Kai Cenat visiting Makoko. Nothing like some real good slum tourism to get things going. Ayo,
Getting spicy. The Spice Boys.
you need some real good old slum tourism. Let's go visit the poors.
Yeah.
Although I saw a response to a tweet critiquing Kai Cenat, the people who brought him, because really it's not Kai's fault. Kai doesn't know what the hell is going on, right?
That's all. He doesn't. Yeah.
It's just I got fan love from Nigerians. I'm here to have fun. Where anywhere you guys take me, it's like you drop in someone's city and the person says, "Hey, what you want to do?" And you're like, "Man, show me around, show me your city," which is what they're doing. But I saw a response to that critic saying that there's a foundation where
Yeah.
they've been taking people and all that, and that the person, one of the people who brought Kai here or is working with him, then took him to show him what he's been doing so far, and the foundation has been providing so to say relief materials, and I think providing some sort of education for the kids as well. So it's not just what we saw on Twitter.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
The deeper context to it.
Yeah, deeper.
yeah,
Okay, and recently, I think what's his name? The guy who took Shank. Shank had done like content on Makoko, where he spent like a day there, where he slept. He rented a room and everything. So it's not as if he
Yes.
just dropped
Yeah.
in Kai Cenat out of nowhere. I think when you just see photos and videos, we don't get the context, and I don't think the context was delivered properly anyway. Maybe they wanted to do something later on where they'll show it to us. But I guess that with the anger of backlash, I think it feels kind of genuine because we've seen people do photo ops at Makoko. There's a popular OAP, a climate change activist who went there to do a photo shoot once.
God mercy.
Yeah, he's a climate change activist.
Yeah, climate change
Yes.
enthusiast.
Yeah, our policy our white paper to the federal government is coming out soon, and we've seen people go there of all colors, white, brown, just taking pictures, and of course they donate, but it feels more like, oh, look at this floating. They call it the floating Venice in Lagos, which is absurd. Like, what is that floating Venice? On Nigeria's ghetto that's on the slums. Some people have done good there. I know they built a school that was there before. There's a school that, if you actually pass there, you can see, I don't know if it's still there, Sha, but you can see like a big school there. But it was, there was the right concern, that is just another photo of taking somebody from America to Lagos, and the first place they're taking it to is Makoko at the end of the day. It's kind of like the recross thing all over again when he shot a music video in Nigeria. And he wanted it to be very gritty and You know,
Grimy.
yeah, very grimy at the end of the day. But with context, that's why context is important. We're seeing the bigger picture right now. So yeah, I'm not mad at that anyway.
When does the work in Makoko end? Like, what's the goal for Makoko, really? I know, like, I'm not actually me asking you guys, but
Goal is
what's
to
the goal for Makoko?
the goal is to relocate them because that place is not ideal. But
Do you know the first time I heard about this relocation?
No,
Can you
bro.
remember the first time you heard about it?
bro, when I was probably in secondary school.
Okay.
So the reason why
Good.
the people there are very skeptical, especially with politicians, because people come there and make so many promises and they fail to deliver. So they don't even give a fuck anymore. It's home to many people. There are people who are their children there and their children not give it. So it's like, so it's one of those things. I don't think they'll ever get relocated, and I don't think that place will ever be improved on. It's just one of those places.
That's sad. That's sad because there's a lot of work that has gone into this place, but it just looked as if there are people who are hell bent on there being a Makoko, so that they'll keep getting funding, keep getting
that one
NGO
there
funding
too.
and
Yes,
stuff like that.
yes.
To like, when does this end? Because this thing has been going on for decades, right? And people still come into the country and they take them there. They promise us they drop money. What is really happening in Makoko?
Yeah.
There's
a guy who went viral on Twitter when he said he wanted to do like a borehole or something in Makoko, and the amount of money that he was asked to drop was ridiculous. You want to give people clean water, and I think that was the case. I can't remember clearly. I think that was the case. So Makoko is just one of those things in Nigeria that like I said, Nigeria, the parts of Nigeria are greater than the sum of Nigeria. You look at some things in Nigeria, and you're like, I don't understand. But as a Nigerian, you understand that 2 + 2 is 44, not 4 or 22.
Yeah.
We understand it that way. We know how the things go. We don't bother again.
Yeah.
So no matter what,
the person wants to do that. Yeah.
no matter what, when you're on Tombilan Bridge and you look to your right or left, you see Makoko there, and it's just one of those things,
The person who tweeted that thing, that should go down as one of the greatest tweets ever from Nigerian Twitter.
Which one?
If they explain Nigeria to you very well,
Oh, yeah.
and you understand it, that means they didn't explain it well.
They didn't explain it well to you. The person didn't teach you well at all.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, right, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, in chaos and confusion, right, especially chaos and confusion that lasts beyond a certain period of time, these things are organized
Yeah.
and
It's a system.
designed the way they are. Makoko is designed to be the way it is, for it to never improve,
Yeah.
for those people to never be relocated.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like, my own flying theory.
Yes, because
Things are designed
Yeah.
the way they are.
it's
If you know,
a design.
if you know, you know. Maybe just like that. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I think one way to even start to improve the livelihood of people who stay in that area is to improve the living conditions in that area. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So before we even start moving into the concept of, let's relocate them. Where do we relocate them to? Housing project, etc. You don't have that now. My brothers, how are you improving the livelihood of that area? Are you building a refuse system for them?
Yeah.
Have you built a sewer system for them? Have you built, there are some things you can start improving on. Those houses are on wood.
Osagie.
Like, how are you, what are the improvements?
That's heavy lifting.
Infrastructural-
That's heavy lifting.
Eh?
That's heavy lifting.
How do you improve the structure of some of those things? Do you understand? Because you are living in that area doesn't mean that kids can't go to good schools. So there's some, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can improve the livelihood of that area even if they're still there. It doesn't need to look like a dump.
Yeah, he's a dump
Bro, I
actually.
will tell you a fact, right? That I've been made aware of how some people are living in camps, people who seek asylum, end up going to live in camps.
Yeah.
Right. And someone was telling me about, they stay in a camp, that etc. And I saw footage of the camp. In my mind, when they were telling me they were staying in a camp, all this while. Do you know what that
Makoko, it.
was? No, not like Marco.
Makoko. Okay,
But I
okay.
was thinking it was like, remember Wyclef John's The Sweetest Girl, that record?
Yeah.
Camp.
The video. Yeah.
That's what I thought the camp was.
Brother, it's true. I remember. It's true. It's true.
That's what I thought the camp was until I saw the
True.
footage. And this
Yeah.
place they call camp
Yeah.
are actually buildings.
Yes, sir.
They're actually 2-bedroom apartments, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments. That's what they were calling camp.
Wait till you see Scandinavian prisons.
Like, 3 units each. One that had stairs and everything. And that's what they call a camp. They had a playground for the kids. A small park for the kids where they can play.
It's dignity of life. Even if you're at your lowest, there must be dignity in the life you live.
Thank you.
Which in Nigeria, we don't. In Nigeria, the concept is if you do not have stupid money, excessive amount of money, you cannot live your life with dignity.
You have to be misery.
That's why when we build roads, we don't build roads for people who are walking. There's no sidewalk. Because, Oga, who gives a fuck about you? The road is for the big man. You know, you see housing companies building estate up. There are so many estates in Lagos, I've lost count. But none of them will say, let's do a massive housing project for middle income families.
For middle income families.
You will never see anything like that in Lagos by an estate, by a building company. Because you
want to walk and use your bike,
yeah.
You know, we drive all the time, right? Once I don't drive and I have to walk, it just shows me another reality.
Yes.
It immediately shows me another reality I'm not living. I remember a few years ago, I said, let me take a bus. I was going to pick up my car. Maybe this was like 2017 or 2018. I was going to pick up, my wife and I, we drove. I parked my car. So I think it was one of our events. And so instead of driving 2 cars back, we drove 1 car. So I wanted to go and pick up the other car. And I didn't want to take an Uber. I said, let me take a bus. It was so hectic getting from Ogudu all the way to VI. I'm telling you.
Bro.
It's hectic.
Public transport is not ideal if you want to save time. Ideally, it should be like, I want to get to the fastest place, but I want to get to this place in the fastest possible time. It should be public transport. It's either when you enter the bus, you're waiting for it to be loaded, for it to be filled up. That's another one. When it now gets filled up, they'll now have to go and call the driver that is somewhere else. Will now run. When they now do that, they'll now sort NURTW. And they don't sort immediately. They will argue over price. Then they will now go. On your way, the driver will now say, please, I won't buy fuel. We have wasted your time. Then you will stop at 10 bus stops. 10 illegal bus stops on the way. By the time you want to get where you're tired, you're frustrated. The buses are hot. Bro. So there's no dignity in the life. That's why Nigerians always, that's why Nigerians always try to make an excessive amount of money, because that's what can give you that dignity in life. That is why when you want a car, I want to drive the latest Lamborghini Uranus or something. If I want a house, I must have a house in an estate, because you know that the life below that, there's no dignity in that at all.
It's trenches.
There's no dignity in that life at all. So it's either you have the money, stupid amount of money, or you're in trenches. Simple as that.
Let me have stupid amount of money so I can get my diesel gen.
Yes.
I cannot
get my solar and my inverters.
I can get my solar. I can get 8 batteries.
Yes.
These 2 batteries I'm using is now becoming trendy.
For your internet, you hustle for Starlink. You put it up there. Finish. Because you know that is the only, if Nigeria was working, people would not care about, I need to buy a car. Or I need to do this. I need to live in a mansion or in a gated community. Because you know that wherever I'm living, there's security there also. Police are constantly going around, ensure that everything is okay. There are no petty thieves robbing people. But instead, what do we have? Even in the estate you are living in, you've mounted 5 gates all around you. God forbid there's fire. There's a fire or there's an emergency. You have to start waking up 5 people to now open up 5 gates.
Oh my God.
There's no dignity in the life we live in Nigeria unless you are in that ultra 1%. And to get there, you have to be a motherfucking crook. 90% of the time. I'm not saying every rich Nigerian is a crook, but 90% of our elites financial elite. Bro, we know now. We know, but we not top as that one. We know.
All right.
Sorry, this is Kai Cenat. We're talking about Kai Cenat, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I went on the tangent, but I
Sorry.
feel you, bro. I feel you.
Nigeria just
I
makes you
feel
go crazy. Walai.
Yeah. Still speaking about Kai Cenat, and this should be the last thing. Anyways, so the video of him dancing at the airport, with the other friend holding the pack of fried rice. This is so funny.
That was so hungry for them. They just gave him fried rice straight. Just
Like,
chop.
I swear.
It's so funny, right? So Sugar Belly quotes it and says, "It's a sign that Nigeria is getting poorer, that we've now joined those African countries who send welcome committees to dance for nobodies at the airports. I really thought we were far above some embarrassing displays."
Yeah. I
He
wouldn't.
was taking
Okay.
a piece.
I think I was taking a piece because first of all, I don't think
She's
Kai
reading too
Cenat-
much. She's
Kai
reading too
Cenat-
much into it.
Yeah, Kai Cenat is not technically a nobody. If you are a young Gen Z in this country or below the Gen Alpha, Kai Cenat is a celebrity to you. Two, those people that came to dance.
Now, for the Nigerian contest, not really.
Okay, the people who have access, not mainstream, but for the
It's just a matter of people who arrange the trip.
It's-
right?
yeah.
People who arrange trips. They arrange these things at the airport.
Steve, guess
for the
what?
people they are welcoming.
Steve, guess what?
As trips.
Steve, guess
Just
what?
part of the whole.
those people
paparazzi,
dancing,
yeah.
don't know Kai Cenat.
They don't know
They
Kai
don't
Cenat.
know Kai Cenat.
So-
It was just it's like you. They say they hire you to go and dance at a rally or go and wave flag at a rally or something. You don't care.
You
Just
don't even care about. You don't even know one policy of the politician.
get your cheese up.
One money. You don't even know one single note from the manifesto, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just get your cheese up.
it's just it's just people. It's just special arrangements. I think she's just reading too much into it.
Yeah.
I understand what she's trying to say, but it's not what she's trying to say.
Yeah, we know Nigerians are having it bad, but not with that. That's just I'll go pay us our money. We don't dance.
It's just
Maybe they'll
it's
go
just
house.
special arrangements. For people, even you as a host, you want to like arrange some stuff like that for memorable things for people to remember when they go back. You remember at the airport when people came with traditional dancers to dance for you and welcome you. It's just memorable for you, the visitor. That's just what it is. It's nothing that deep that Sugar Belly is complaining about.
Yeah. Shout out to Kai Cenat again, and just the Gen Z folks, man. I think there's so much emphasis on millennial, Gen Z, etc. Like, I think we need to all move on. People
it's getting tiring now.
Yeah, it's getting tiring, and this thing started with like millennials, right?
I think
Baby boomer versus
it was
millennials,
even
they-
like an internet joke. Then it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of it. Gen Z. Like, how old are Gen Z? These are grown ass people that some Gen Zs are already fathers and mothers now, right? You are 24, you're Gen Z now, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
So this whole attributing someone's character to which time they were born, we need to let that shit go. Man.
Yeah.
It's
Getting
tiring.
getting tiring.
Anyways, it's March, and that means it's what? It's Women's Month.
I thought you said my birthday, but moving on. Let's
give a shout out to all the women we know in our lives. We're actually recording this on Mother's Day. So please.
Modern Sunday. There's a difference.
Oh, today is
Same
Mother's Day.
difference.
There's modern. I think this is the Catholic Church song. Then the general one is
they're
still
like
later. Yeah. They're like 17.
Yeah.
They're like 17. Don't worry.
And only one for men, but we keep it moving.
Yeah. And Halloween is more popular than Father's Day.
Yes, actually, Father's Day is the most. Do you have International Men's Day before we even move into Father's
but
Day?
it's more like a day where
We do, but nobody
gives a fuck about. We understand. It's our life. We
Not
understand.
even the men care about
We
it.
know the men that don't care about their birthdays. Now it's now International Men's Day. They don't care about.
Honestly, man. Honestly. But it's Women's Month, so throughout this month we will be discussing and giving some sort of prominence to women in different fields. I think today is music.
For music, we're starting with music. Yeah, let's do
Starting with
politics.
music.
Yeah.
And so, what are your 10 undisputed women in Nigerian music history?
Undisputed.
Yeah, and this can be like any genre, whatever, right? Before we go
Any
into
genre, yeah, and we'll do that. We'll do Afrobeat too.
let me pull out the pen and pad. Give me your top 10, everybody. Because we're going to now publish this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank God I have a list already. But I'm just going to
You have a
change.
list already.
I'm going to
You have a
change one
list
person. I'm
already.
just
Is
going
that,
to
is that
change
list
one
that I'm
person.
looking? Is the list I'm looking for? Is that your list that I'm looking for?
I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to change one person out of that. I will have 15. Look at God. But I just change one
God
person.
is good.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to write it down.
Oh, funny enough, almost exactly a year today is when I published this thing. Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, I remember.
And you knew it was the month for women, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, so Ayo, give me your list.
Oh, okay. Let's start. Let's just start what we have
In
covered.
random order, you don't need to do 10 to 1. Just
Yeah, I'm just looking at my list. That's what I'm going to. Oh, we have Waje.
Okay.
We have Waje, Waje has to be
Okay.
there.
Wow.
Probably the greatest vocalist we have.
I think so.
Yeah. Nobody's better than her in vocals to me. A little throwback. Stella Monye, the OG herself.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So you are doing 15, right?
I'll do 10. I'll do 10.
10.
I know
I'll do
the
10,
people I'll
please.
bounce off. I know the people I'll bounce off. I won't bounce anybody.
Stella Monye.
Yeah, Stella Monye.
That's so good. Yeah. I saw, Stella Monye. I saw Stella Monye. I've met her in person.
Oh,
Man.
that's
Give me a
nice.
hug. I felt like the world should just end then. She's such a great person.
Yeah, so I heard. Okay, how many have I given you now?
Okay. You've given me 2.
All right, man.
This is a list. Enter.
We have to make it.
You go and make your own list
I don't
now. You
understand.
can't look at another. Which kind of Nigerian are you?
Go copy,
Sorry,
go
sorry.
copy
So
person.
the list is this list that is mentioning now. Enter.
You go and do your own list.
Are we done?
Leave
No,
person
It's
list
not
to
10.
you now.
It's not 10.
Ayo, please continue.
We have
Number
to
3.
go to the only dark skinned mommy water in history. Mommy Jam herself. Tiwa Savage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The savage one.
The savage one.
Ayo.
The savage one.
The savage one.
Why
Yeah.
are you hissing, Mr. Man?
Please, you just continue. Don't worry.
The elegant stallion herself. The mama
Onyeka
water.
Onwenu.
Onyeka Onwenu. You know, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Number 2 is Osage's favorite.
Number 5.
Oh, sorry, number 5. Sorry. It's Osage's favorite.
Who's my favorite?
Asha.
Ash.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
Inside joke. Let's keep him moving. Give him moving.
Evie Edna Ogoli. Reggae queen herself.
Every Edna Ogoli.
Yeah.
Hey, God. This is a power list. Oh.
Yes, now we're not fucking around here. Come on. How many is that now?
That's 6.
Okay, we have 4 more to go. The lady who I just did a video on, Christy Esienigbokwe.
Hi.
Yeah.
This your list is powerful. Oh.
Yeah. That's 7, right?
Keep going. Yeah, you got 7. You got 3 more to go.
Let's do this. Let's do this for the Lord. Let's go to the Lord. Let's go to the Lord's house right now. Sinach.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Snatch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have we
got 2 more?
Okay. 2 more. More.
You got 2 more like lumps.
No. Easy. Thank you. Easy, Tiger. Easy, Tiger.
Overdose.
Okay. 2 more. Let's do one for the Queen herself, Queen Salawa Abeni.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's 9, right?
That's 9. This I don't think anybody can beat this list. In fact, I'm just going to take another approach.
Okay, one more person. I'm struggling between. Fuck it. Let's do this. Okay. The Lijadu sisters, 10.
Phew.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
Nino Labanlo.
I try. Shout out to Nigerian women.
Yeah. It's a solid list.
Solid list.
It's a solid list.
That list no enter.
Steve, give us your.
Yeah, give us your own. Who's called Ali brother?
Christy Essien.
Yeah. It's allowed.
Tiwa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Asha.
Yes.
Omaomi.
Yeah. I agree.
Onyeka Onwenu.
Yeah.
Queen Abeni.
Okay.
Yes.
Tokba
Salah.
Alabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinach. Have I mentioned Sinach?
No.
No.
Yemi Alade and Evie Edna Oguni.
All right. Strong list too now. Those are actually everybody you mentioned. I didn't mention in my 15 anyway. So
Okay, that's a good list. That's a good list.
strong list.
Oh, this is a powerful women. All right, let me drop mine. Tina Onwudiwe.
Okay, fair.
Oh.
Gotta put that there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be a show notes or link so people know the album. Don't let them listen to the album because I'm sure
Yeah,
that
I'll
name,
put the link.
that name, people go struggle with them. I'm sure.
Àsìkò ló láyé,
Yeah,
ara mi ẹ má ṣe ṣọ̀lẹ. Àsìkò.
That's an OG.
Let me just put that
Rest in
there.
peace, sir.
Tina Onwudiwe, also known as the African Oyibo. When you talk about this thing they call Afrofusion, right?
One of the early.
This is one of the proponents,
Yeah.
one of the originators, people that actually drove Afrofusion. You would hear a bit of Afrobeat, you hear a bit of jazz,
Reggae.
you hear a bit of reggae, you hear a bit of hip hop.
Yeah,
The song I just sang now had scratches on it.
you can't even define that song. That song is just everywhere.
Tina Onwudiwe is the OG, right? Let me put this in perspective. JT Tom West, who Mode 9 calls Bros, was dancing in Tina Onwudiwe's video.
Yeah,
Video.
that's how old this shit is.
R.I.P. to JT Tom West.
And RIP to Tina too.
And R.I.P. to Tina Onwudiwe. So Tina Onwudiwe definitely on my number one. Number two, I got Goldie. I don't know about you guys. I have Goldie for the eccentricity. I have Goldie for the confidence. I have Goldie for breaking out and making women look glamorous and less, a lot of women just look very meek and quiet, and Goldie broke those barriers and pushed people. Might not have been the greatest vocalist, but even that's what even made me a big fan of hers. She knew that her vocals weren't the strongest part, so she then focused on every other thing, right, to make it what it was. And her first project, Shift. Remember the first project, the one she went to work with OJB on?
Yeah.
Take it up, take it down.
I know. Okay, good. All right, cool.
And then she did the record with the Kenny's Music, because she was signed to Kenny's Music.
That was a good album.
And she dropped the record with LD, dropped the SARS production on Don't Touch My Body. Yeah, so many records, man. So, and she passed away. I remember it was 2012, 2013, so rest in peace, Goldie.
Yeah.
I'm put Goldie. I'm going to mention another beautiful soul that has also passed away, Kefi.
Oh, fuck. That's the top 10. That's the top 10.
You want to talk about vocals? You got it. Before she even went to the whole, the record with Timaya. What's the name of that record? Kokoroko, right? What's the name?
Yeah.
Before you even go to that record, shout out to K Solo who produced that. When she was still with Alex Music, remember the first set of albums she did now?
That particular single, I remember.
Of course, no.
That song was mad.
Oh my God.
Have you even forgotten the jingle? Yellow Christmas. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. Kefi.
Oh my God.
Mommy.
That traditional, she made that traditional folklore music
from the South.
Made it go mainstream.
Yeah.
And I often credit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I often credit Timaya and Dr. Mighty especially Dr. Mighty, because Timaya even later had to move to Lagos after his first album. Dr. Mighty just being in Port Harcourt and just blowing up nationally. Like I credit them a lot. Timaya
for that, it's very strong.
Kefi did this thing. She did it.
She
did it from South, from Benin. Alex Music was a Benin record label.
It
was in Lagos.
It
was a Benin record label.
Yeah.
Benin.
Yeah, Benin, South, Benin.
South, powerhouse. Our voice was
broke out from there. Broke out from South.
Broke out from there. Yeah.
That's a lot of work there.
A lot of work.
Much more respect to Kefi. Kefi, I love you. Rest in power. Of course, I'm going to put the one and only, not the first kid pop star, but the first young pop star, because I think the first kid pop star had to be Chichi of Africa, right? Then from Chichi of Africa,
actually before Chichi of Africa.
God bless you. Yeah. Man, I am fucking old. Tosin Jagede. Tosin Jagede is Nigeria. Da, 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 da. Right?
No, that's
That's
Fumi
Tosin
Adams.
Jegede.
That's not Tosin Jegede.
So that's Fumi Adams. Okay, Tosin Jegede was the honor. So Tosin Jegede, then Chichi of Africa.
Yeah.
From Chichi of Africa, we go to the gospel singer. What's her name? The young girl.
Benita.
Benita Okoje.
Yeah.
You know, then from Benita, there was no like kid. When you talk about like young,
Yeah.
fresh pop.
For a minute. Yeah.
Pop culture. Mo Cheddar. I got to give it to Mo Cheddar, guys. That's me.
Yeah.
Cheddar.
Yeah.
Mo Cheddar was the hottest young female artist in Nigeria at the time. She won in 1 year Channel O Award,
Yeah.
and she won she won the MTV Base
Yeah.
Award. Mo
Additionally.
Cheddar was
Yeah.
so hot, right? When she dropped her album in 2010, 4 different rappers had to put Mo Cheddar on their albums.
Yeah.
Lynx on his This Is Lynx album on a track called Wahala. Rooftop MCs on their Back at One album, right? That's their 2010 album. They had put on
Wasn't he in a dude? Okay.
called Oni Photo.
Yeah.
Terry the Rap Man had to put on a record on his Boys Are Not Smiling album, and Mode 9 had put on a record. Is this what you want? And guess what? On all 4 records, she didn't just take the hook. She had a verse. You understand how big you have to be on those 4 rappers, and those 4 MCs were like God MCs. Maybe Lynx was just starting out at the time, but like you get my point.
Yeah.
And then she had a verse on all those songs. Then she drops her own album. She has Neto C on her album. How do you have Neto C on your album in 2010?
Yeah.
Neto doesn't drop on anybody's records apart from Ikechukwu back then.
Very scarce.
You are not getting a Neto verse
At all.
She
Yeah.
got a Neto verse. Got a Sasha verse.
Let's not forget that her debut single, not her main single, but the single she featured on, is arguably a rap classic. One Berry. Let's not forget that. That hook is still one of the best hooks ever. Yeah. So shout out to Mo.
So for me, when it comes to that like pop music, Mo Cheddar is like right in front of it. Before you start telling Tiwa Savage's story, you have to tell that Mo Cheddar story, because she had that, and she did all of this while she was still in Unilag.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. She was still in school while she did all of this. So shout out to Mo Cheddar. For me, number 5 is definitely Tiwa Savage. He just took on that baton and took it to the next level. Like
Highest
took
of
it beyond the
highs.
stratosphere.
Highest of highs.
You know, ever since she dropped that record, from the moment she dropped Kele Kele Love, Tiwa Savage just took it to the next level. Whether it was on her own record,
She changed pop music in Nigeria.
she changed it. She
Yeah.
changed the perspective at which we look at women.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
brought
Yeah, that's her.
sex appeal
That's her
to the
legacy.
game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Took the pellets and stones that we all used to stone her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
turned all those stumbling blocks into stepping stones and became the queen.
Queen.
Man, Kele Kele Love is such a jam.
Broke all the barriers.
Broke every
all the endorsements.
fucking barrier. Every
Signed to
fucking thing.
biggest level.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Dated the hottest. Like, she went through a whole personal crisis that was publicized, and she still made it out.
Made it out.
Do you know how
Came
many
out.
people go through that stuff and
They never come out the
unfortunately,
same. Yeah.
you never come out the same? People look at you funny, or you can't just bounce back. Steve.
The thing I like about Tiwa Savage is the way she, like, it's kind of like an artist development era, like what she went through before she became a superstar. Like, she was like a songwriter signed under like a publishing company. Like, she did backup for like really highly rated artists before she came to Nigeria to say, you know what, I really want to become an artist and define my own legacy. So that defining era really made her who she was, because Tiwa came into this industry ready. That you listen to Kele Kele Love, you watch the video, you watch the demeanor, like the acting, the way she carried herself.
It was a polished
Someone
product.
who she was ready.
It was a polished product.
She was ready. She
Polished.
was ready to go. That's something I really find very intriguing
She
about
was
her.
writing for Fantasia. She was writing for Chrisette Michelle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. She was
Man.
ready.
Yeah. Was ready. So shout
That's
out.
why tomorrow, anytime she's still successful, like she has like a successful record, or she's still relevant, or like I'm always happy for her success because of everything that she went through.
Yeah. So after 2, I have 5, right? This is where it becomes tough. I got to put in Waje there for me, the greatest vocalist ever.
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
the greatest vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hands down. YJ takes her craft seriously.
YJ is her voice is so crazy that people were asking, who is that girl in Endumi? People did not people were saying,
how do
who
you
is that
not
girl
get-
as Endumi?
Yeah, yeah. Like P Square, the hardest guys drop Doomy. Doomy is huge, boom, boom, boom. But everybody keeps asking, who is the lady singing? Do you know the impact it needs to have?
Oh,
You're not credited in publicly.
Nothing.
You're also not in video, but everybody keeps asking, who is the girl? Who is the lady that took this thing? Steve.
Let me say here that Waji put us through so much. Waji as an artist, she really tortured us. Tortured us to an extent that we were waiting for an album. Like we waited and waited and waited. She dropped it, a cult classic, and left us.
And just a bang.
She dropped it and left us
And then
again.
you fuck you.
Then released one other one, then left us again. So Waji, you tortured us all through your career. That's something I hold against you.
Yeah. I get seconded.
I love YG. I got to put in Tope Alabi there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to put
Fiery
in
fire.
Nollywood,
Fire.
Nollywood and gospel. She knock am.
This fire. She had 2 eras.
The Nollywood era and the gospel era.
That's 3 eras, Tope Alabi. I think she's in her 3rd era now.
She's in her 3rd era now, I swear. God damn.
Yeah, Tope Alabi is it comes to like gospel music has been very consistent. Then she has found a way to now always rebrand herself in the same gospel space.
Same gospels, yeah.
You know, collaborating with T.Y. Bello on an album. So many, man, Tope Alabi, like, what more can you say? From chunking out albums, like just putting out albums, performing at churches. Like when it comes to being like a thorough gospel artist, I would dare say some of the people that we've called on this list, they can't play at that level of
Consistency.
consistency. She's like the Ronaldo of the game.
Yeah, you must surely do. That's how they call her coach. You must always turn up.
So Tope Alabi definitely up there for me. I got 7. I have 3 more to go. Right?
I got 5 to mention one person for this list too, because me and Steve have left the person out. But keep going.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I have to put, wait, let me talk about. It's a no-brainer for me to put Asha there.
Yes.
From being from like taking the left, right? I have a personal liking towards Asha, right?
Yeah.
Her younger brother, I attended the same secondary school. Shout out to him for years. I knew Asha like before she kind of blew up and all that stuff, right? A very close friend of mine was friends with Asha's elder brother as well, and he used to, told me stories. I used to tease her to go and buy this. She grew up in somewhere very close to where I was staying as well, so we all knew about like this young, guitarist that plays the guitar, etc, and it was just great to see how she blew up and took it to the next level.
Yeah.
In terms of like albums she's created, the writing,
International acclaim. Come on.
She's playing on that level. I always say if there's like an album Olympics, right? And each country needs to put forward an album. I'm putting forward Beautiful Imperfection as the album.
Yeah.
And so I give it to like Asha has to be on my list. That's number 7. Oh, that's number 8. I have 2 more to go. So who's the artist?
Do your 10 first. Do your 10 first.
No, now.
Before crucify. Yes, now. Just feel free.
Oh, no, you got to put it because it might make my 10 now. Do you want to make my 10?
Just do your own. I will go talk. Well, that will make it 11 now. God. Yeah.
Is this... I can just Google your list and find it.
There's no need, Osagie. Just measure it.
There's no need. Just go on.
Measure your 2.
No, there's need. I'm now doing it.
Okay. Oh. This is cheating, Sha.
Yes. Singers. No, it's not the same list that Steve went to
see pressure.
Wait, is it Times you guys are talking about?
No.
Okay. I'm pulling up that list. I'll find that list now. What's the subject of that list, please?
Top 15.
We don't ever want you to see it.
It's not on the internet.
No, it's not actually.
Something that I found, my greatest 15. I don't know why you are doing this. Let me see. Who is this person that you people? Is this Simi you guys are talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just choose your 2 JJ.
Yeah, because Simi doesn't make my top 10. Man, I made my top 15.
Simi doesn't do
My
it.
top 10. Evie Edna, Ashana. I mean, you've mentioned everybody else. Probably Simi you guys were talking about. Anyways, so I have 2 more to go. I have to put Onyeka Onwenu on my list.
Before Uncle.
Yeah, Onyeka has to, like, no doubt, right? From
Superstar.
it's too many things going on, like Onyeka, right?
Playing on too many levels. I beg. You just
And I define Onyeka Onwenu as, just imagine Genevieve having a top career, a top music career.
Yeah.
That's Onyeka Onwenu.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just imagine a Genevieve being like a legendary musician.
and a journalist at that. And an award-winning journalist. That's
And a TV presenter. Come on, man. It's just too much.
Onyeka is
talk about-
she's a force. She's a force by herself.
It's just too much.
When you say things like thoroughbred,
Yeah.
yeah,
The elegant
Onyeka,
stallion.
you're talking
That is what she's called for crying out. So
Standard.
thoroughbred. This is like a thoroughbred. So Onyeka. Then the last person to make my list. Let me see. Quite some people here. I think my list is going to be Christian Bokwe. I can't leave out.
so that's 10, right? That's power 10.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah, that's my part. Christian Bokwe, again, another pure vocalist.
Pure vocalist.
Right? Songwriter, vocalist,
Actress.
actress. Gone too soon, in my opinion. Gone too soon. The impact she had in a male-dominated industry at that time, man, you can't even start to, like, guys, please go and check out her music, listen to her music. The writing, the message in her writing, clean and clear. You get the message, Yeah, that's it. So who are you guys talking about?
You've said it. No, just like Timmy. Simi.
Maybe if there was a top 15, yeah, but like I don't see Simi knocking out. And of course, this list, everything here is
Objective. It's not as if we are submitting this to federal government.
Yeah, but I don't put anybody over.
For national award.
National
I'm just
award.
talking about like impact. I'm looking at all these people. I mean, I spoke from like an impact perspective,
Yeah.
right?
Impact.
But
Impact legacy.
I think two of you disrespect me a lot, but it's okay.
No, I couldn't now because she's my 15 now. Come on now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's in 15, but she's not in 10. That's
Bro,
disrespectful.
even 15 is okay now. Some people don't make top.
Okay.
Some people don't go make top 30. Some as you did, I don't go make top 30.
I don't think they are up to. I mean, they are definitely 30 female vocalists.
No,
right?
over.
If you
Yes,
count, like,
obviously.
but everybody prominent mix get top 30, my brother.
Okay. Oh.
Everybody prominent mix top 30. Who doesn't make
I
top 30?
agree. Moving on.
No. I know you're not trying to offend your
Next week,
political
we're going to do, one of the weeks we're going to do best actresses. So everybody should come with their A game.
We should come loaded.
Yes, because that one, we go enter. All of us go enter one Shokoto.
See, as long as Regina is there, I'm good.
Regina Mama.
As long as see, there are some people that just need to make it.
Bro.
Regina, Skia, Sandra Chums. They're just some
Regina's
people that
legacy. Regina's legacy to me is giving birth.
And Rachel cannot.
Regina's legacy to me is giving birth to 2 daughters who look exactly like her. That is her legacy. That woman was not
Who's that?
Regina Askia. Her 2 daughters
Okay.
look exactly like her. She was not fucking her. She was standing on business. She was standing on business. Yeah.
The blue-eyed beauty.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, top 10 Nigerian actresses. We're going to put that one out.
So next week we're doing top 10 Nigerian actresses.
Yes. And
Damn,
to show that we are solidly behind our choice, we are going to put it on our social media accounts. Say this is Osagie's top 10. This is our this top 10. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think we should put this one as well.
Yeah, we'll put this on as well.
Yeah, but just put a fucking disclaimer because people just start going.
Bro, it's internet. They don't read.
Put it on as
They don't
well.
read. What is the disclailer? They can't even define disclaimer.
I'm not even.
People don't even read fucking
I'm not
disclaimers.
even responding to anybody to start with. So what's my business?
People don't even. Do you know that? That's the problem. There's no perfect list.
There's no
perfect list.
been a perfect list. Never.
Do you know the perfect list is when you expand the list to a point where
You accommodate everybody.
people don't. Yeah, when you accommodate everybody and people can't complain.
But guess what?
They start complaining.
They'll
that's-
complain about ranking. If everybody's included,
They complain about the ranking.
if there's perfect inclusion, they'll complain about ranking.
There's no
You do it
perfect
in-
list.
You do it in alphabetical order.
You just say there's no ranking. There's no ranking though. So everybody
Then they calm down.
they will calm down.
But it's great content.
Yeah, it's great
A
content.
quick segue to something that we've always talked about here, right? We always talked about how the impact of like really good content, great content, and how far it can go. We spoke about no recently Imam Woni. Shout out to Imam Woni. You guys know him already. He's a. I would like to describe him as beyond a content creator, a music curator, and to some extent a music journalist, right? He's one of the conveners of Afrobeats to the world. He put out a video celebrating P Square's Game Over album.
Yes, I saw that video too.
And you know what the impact of that video did? The impact of that video brought P Square's Game Over album to the top 100 charts and ended up at number 50. So in that video,
on Apple Music.
On Apple Music, the video, he basically just celebrated P Square, and you know his claim there was it might just be the greatest Nigerian album of all time. The amount of hits the album has.
I have a question with that. Like, so obviously that's his opinion, right? And is subjective. But
and it's very open-minded as well.
Yeah, but when you make
open-minded about
maybe it's me being old school, but when you make that kind of heavy statement, you know, you got to back it up. Now you have to give us. Now you have to like, yeah, let me dig in. Let me go ahead and dig in and tell you why. Because my fear is that maybe he was saying that from the Afrobeats perspective and not the Nigerian music perspective, and which he has to clear up. Because you say that's great. Because you say that's the greatest Nigerian album of all time. Then I have to now ask you, bro. First of all, give me your top 10 Nigerian albums of all time. First of all.
No, I don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, I
think it's more like a Afrobeats 99.
So context, like we said, context matters.
Context matters, not in Nigerian music. Because when you want to start going to Nigerian music,
bro, we're going to have a different conversation at the end.
Yeah, there are different albums. See, Shino Peter's Ace is up there.
You can't even be talking about those ones. Those ones are
Shino Mania 1992.
Bro, those ones are spirit albums. Those ones are spirit in the right them. Don't be human being. Those ones are so yeah.
You know. Yeah. So there are those albums. There's the Onyeka Onwenu's the album that has Yogo. There's that album. There are, so there are albums like, but I think from in 99.
Yeah, that's a strong claim. Now you can make a strong claim for that.
But the top 10 Nigerian album of all time is a good conversation to have.
It's a very good conversation. And I think it's necessary. We need to have that.
It's necessary.
These are the top 10 greatest Nigerian albums of all time. From day one of Nigerian music to now.
Let's do a quick rough. This is a draft. Let's do a draft.
That draft
goes on your top.
Who goes in my top 10? Greatest Nigerian albums of all time. Shit.
Wait, no, from 99. Let's do
from 99. Obviously. 99. What's Shaw's first album?
Are you talking about from 99 only?
Yes.
Let's just do 99. Bro, you want to go back there?
You have to go back.
See, if it's 99, then it's easy. 99 is so easy for us.
99 is easy. 99 is so easy now. 99 is so easy now. That's why you copying out, bro? You're copying out.
First two albums. Asha's first album. Wandeko, Wizkid, Gongaso, Wizkid, P Square's second or third album.
You don't finish.
Just simple now. Put No Gods, No Glory there. We are done. No? It's a wrap now.
Oh, what's No Gods?
Allow me the second album. We wrapped up already. There's no. Okay, do I say?
Once you hear No Gods, No Glory, your eye will just open and just move on.
No Gods, No Glory.
Shantizu's first album.
Shanti's first album, No Maker. It's a great album.
Potentially, Omale can make it. Omale's first album can make it. Yes. So that one is easy.
Okay, so alone is Omale's first album.
Yes, he had EPs before. That was his debut album. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so the tough conversation is actually like of all time.
Forever. You know why it's tough? You know why the internet calls it tough? Because they might not know the range from 99 to 20.
Okay, I know one album that will make. I know at least I have two albums off the bat of my head now.
Which one?
We and Me, Lagbaja.
Oh, you can take that one definitely.
Top 10, definitely.
Yeah. Guitar Boys, Savito Waifu.
Guitar Boys, Savito Waifu.
Guitar Boy is a mad. Guitar Boy is mad. It's a mad album.
It's a mad pick.
I'm coming. Let me go and look at um um
Me, we are Abani. That's 2000 now.
Shoki Femi Kuti.
Bro, there's no even, they know they argue that one. They know they argue that one. That one is
You know how crazy that album is.
let me give you the
First
background.
first track of that album is True Don't Die.
Let me give you the background for that album in case
They
people don't know.
go, because they go, they go.
Let me
The second track of that album is Bang Bang Bang.
Bro, let me give people the background for that album.
Yeah.
Fela had died, right? And people said, who is the new king of Afrobeat? Now, to call Fela fans, they didn't really like Femi because Femi was
Yeah.
a little bit left. Femi had an earlier hit called Wonder Wonder, but they say he jacked it from Fela, which is a lie. He never jacked it from Fela. Now, Femi Kuti went into the studio producing his album. His father had died. His sister would die in the process. His cousin would die in the process. And he came out with a scorching fucking hit album. Bro, it's in that album that I knew that in terms of saxophone, ability to play saxophone, right? Femi is a better player than Fela. I'll put that anywhere. Femi Kuti is a bastard saxophone player. Bro, that album, straight to enter, there's no even denying it.
Okay now. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah,
Can you hear the whole section for crying out loud?
Yesterday him talk, him want to travel for the world to teach the people him what the true word of God. Make people
Nah, fam,
stop
that's a
to
fucking
lie.
album.
Say na lies for the world. If people stop to lie, Benjamin go fool the world. If people stop to lie, if you 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 stop to lie, like if you stop to lie, if we stop to lie, if we stop to lie, if we stop to lie, lie.
And it's progressive. Progressive Afrobeat album.
Him carry machine for his modo. Him say him dey go international airport.
Yeah, man, Femi Kuti, that one. It's straight
Yes,
up.
what a Chioma. Nah.
People don't do music for this country.
Do you know that that album also has a sorry, oh.
They still play it.
That's the most popular.
That's his classic record. Funny enough,
That's the
they still play that song in clubs today. The composition of that record, the instrumental. Nah, fam. Yeah, Femi Kuti is definitely on that one. Definitely.
The album, it also has What Tomorrow Will Bring. Fuck,
Bro,
this album,
now
this Femi's best
There are
album.
too many bangers. I said that's why when you said it, I said leave it. That one has gone. It has gone.
This album is crazy. Nah,
It's a
this
crazy
album is
album.
crazy.
The crazy album. Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to listen to this album.
I think this top 10 greatest Nigerian albums of all time is a worthy list. Like it's something that people should we should look into.
All right, so we're compiling it, right? So we've put Shoki there, right? Shoki, right? And we were putting Shino Peter's Ace.
Ace, yeah, because Ace nice that time. Yeah, Ace, definitely.
Yeah. Ace is the one that has I want to dance, I want to play. Oh yeah, Joe. Oh my god. It just took me back to canopy chairs and chairs. jollof rice on plastic plate with plastic spoon with your coke.
Yeah, Tandy Goranda.
Oh man, fuck it, the 90s were great. What else are you putting here? I have to put one of Onyeka Onu's albums, and I know the one I'm going to put.
Which one? The one with One Love?
Yes. What's the name of the album?
It's not titled. Okay, no, it's not titled.
No, it's not titled.
One love, keep us together. Da-na-na-na-na. Living in this world. Come on, man. Come on, man. I think the name of the album is One Love.
Is it?
I'm going to find it. It's not a problem. I'll find it. One love, keep us together. She has like all these golden songs. And she has an album in 1982 called Endless Life. Oh, man. People don't do music, my rap. We're joking now. We're actually joking. So she has like all these golden songs, volume 1. I need to go and find the LP that has one.
There's this website I use. That's what it catalogs everything. Discogs.
Yeah, I'll go and find Discogs now. Please, if anybody, I have this bookmark because when I open Discog, this opened. Please, if anybody's listening and has AY is a UK rapper, and he had an EP called the AY Tobati Ready EP. Please, if anybody has that album, I'm willing to buy it. I remember a few years ago, there was a site that was selling it, but I was unsure of the way the site looked like. I didn't want to compromise my card, but I can't even find the site now. If not, I could have used like a temporary card to purchase it. If anybody has this EP, it's called the AY Tobati Ready EP. AY is one of the pioneer rappers that started rapping in indigenous language. He had records like We're Gonna Make It. Oh, We're Gonna Make It. Had records like Hard to Survive and Oti Funfun, Shayo. Please, if anybody has it, please link a brother up. Thank you. Yes, now let's go to Onyeka. Let's find this album. We've entered a wormhole, guys.
I'm going to thank you, Pa.
But let's I know, right? Let's quickly get it. All right, One Love, I found it, 1986. She dropped One Love in 1986.
Yeah, what do you think he came out 90s?
No, but man, music was so good then because by 91 we were still bumping One Love.
Yes, now. Years later, you go see him now.
No, I said 91, okay, 95, 96. It was still sound that sleep.
What the hell is going on?
The music, the shelf life was longer back then. No?
All right, so we have 3. Shoki Shoki by Femi Kuti, Ace by Shina Peters, One Love by Onyeka Onu.
Yeah.
And One Love, that One Love album also had You and I Will Live as One. It had
one of the greatest records of all time.
Also has
That's my favorite Onyeka song. Oh my Lord, that song That song is cut out my brain.
Bro, I think that's my favorite. Onyeka record.
Yeah,
it should be. That song is a problem.
That song will calm you down. There's nothing you go calm down. I'm gonna hear disco now.
Oh man. You know what I'm seeing here on Discord? Guess who designed the cover art?
Let me Garioko.
Oh man.
Let me Garioko,
yeah. Man. This is crazy.
Apart from Fela, he designed almost everything in the 80s. Though. He designed a whole lot. Like the Shina Peter album, he was one that designed it.
You need to go and sit with Let me Garioko.
I'm sitting on a 3-hour interview that I've not published since 2018. I have the I have the audio on this laptop. I'm shaking like this.
Put it in his drive. Yeah. Put it in the cloud.
It's mad, bro. Mad stories, man. Mad stories.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
I don't think we can complete. We have 3 albums. If you remember anyone, we'll come back
Yeah,
to
we are
it.
good with
Yeah.
3. We'll come back again next week and add another 3.
When we have our top 10, we can then yeah. Odumodu Black, back to the present, guys.
Yeah.
Don't feel depressed. Sorry. Odumodu Black and Shallipopi announced North American tour.
My boys,
I love it.
My boys are winning.
I love
We
it.
keep winning.
I love it.
I love
I love
it.
I love it.
I love what these rappers
I
are
love
doing.
it.
I love it, man.
I love it for a few reasons. I love it for one, they are taking
The moment.
advantage of the heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the moment. It's off one collaborative record.
Cast.
What I would love to see, Odumodu Black and Shallipopi, what I love to see, I want to see a 6-pack. Give me a joint album, 8 tracks rather.
Yeah. Rockets.
Give me a joint album now. Like, this is how you take advantage of the moment. So Cast is the record that has gone out. Give me that future Drake shit.
Give me another
That's
7.
what you need to
Give me another 7. 7 records.
give me another 7. Give me a 7-pack.
And trust me, it's going to run the streets this year if
It will run 2024. Easy. Into 2025.
If they do that, it's going to be a madness.
Yeah.
Also,
I'll tell you why it's going to be mad. Yeah, go ahead.
do you know what they need? They need a documentary for this tour, just like Up in Smoke tour. They should just do that. Publish
I
it on
trust
YouTube.
the gentlemen at Native.
Oh, of course, they will that work anyway. So yeah,
You understand that they will document this thing very well. I 100% trust the men at Native Records to actually get it covered and get it done. Second reason why I love this is that we don't see a lot of collaboration beyond the music
yeah.
Yeah.
beats. You do the records together, boom, 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 everybody's gone. They don't even do like execute
Touring
the
yeah.
touring or even merchandise, a lot of things. And I know they are going to execute. See, these guys are working with people who have been able to
They're
build
working with business. They're working with people who know the music business. Yeah.
and understand the culture.
Yeah.
The culture.
Oh,
yeah.
do you understand?
Yeah. So the success of Odumodu Black and Shallipopi is because the people behind them understand hip hop culture. The problem in Nigeria is that most times rappers are banked or are being pushed by people who don't understand hip hop culture, and it's difficult to push rap. You can't push rap the way you're pushing Afrobeats. The way Odumodu has blown, the way Shallipopi has blown, I'm sure that these two people are actually the people behind them are actually hip hop heads. Whether it's from Dapper to TZ, Shaney, and the rest, these people understand hip hop culture and how to market it. So they're not going for even let's get the #1 record on this. No, let's go for those impactful records that hit the streets and give us that presence, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything they've done till this very moment has been executed properly.
They've not missed a
From
step.
It has complemented their brand
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
They've worked on the music, they've also worked on the brand. Thank you very much, Steve. From every cover art to every kind of release to every promotional material, everything they've literally put out, especially with this collaboration they've done together, right? Everything has worked very well to their favor, and it has been crafted properly. So a big shout out to Dapper
I
and
love it.
and Native.
Which joint tour have we seen? Joint tour like from Tuati have we seen in Afrobeats apart from like crew tours, apart from like Lynx's campus tour, like which joint tour have you seen like this? I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, 2 artists on the same level. Now doing the joint tour. I don't think I've seen.
Touring together. Yeah.
It's usually most of those stores are usually bankrolled by like the brands and the big
Exactly.
companies.
They carry like Star Trek, stuff
Yeah,
like
but these
that.
ones are like the 2 guys, not America.
It's
Which I
different, yeah.
totally
I love
enjoyed
it.
back then, man. When Glow did their tour, MTN did their tour. When they come to now, bro, it was a shutdown. It used to be really dope.
Shout out to the telcos back then.
Yeah,
man.
they did a thing back then. They did a thing. Yeah, man. So I love it. I love it that they're taking advantage of it. I love that the music, everything. I like everything they've done. It's been dope so far, and start off something like that. And I hope this like spurs other artists to do something.
Yeah.
It's beyond the money, guys. And I think when people think beyond the money, that's when a lot of creativity comes into it as well. Because if it's the money, everybody's fine, but like doing things together. I've always wished for a Wiz Davido tour. I've always wished
Stuff of
because
dreams.
if a Wiz Davido tour happens, bro, they can do a 30-city tour.
Yeah. It's going to be
Wiz and-
mad.
Yeah, Wiz and Davido
Definitely
tour
mad.
is, but I think they're just too big to do a tour together. But it's context, right? Because you're thinking, will will Drake and Future do it all together? No, like everybody will go and do all. Will Drake and Kendrick Lamar do it? Or let's even put it like
But
that.
Drake and
Will
J.
they do it
Cole
all
are on
together?
tour right now.
But Drake and J. Cole are on tour right now.
Yeah, from some of the cities that they need to
Yeah,
do. I think
that
like
need to do together.
next
And that's been mad.
Yeah,
That's been mad so far.
I feel like like Wiz and Davido, because they're moving into like new territories and it's not Nigeria. I think it is appropriate for them to do a tour together, right?
Yeah,
You do like maybe
maybe
3-4 cities in the UK. Do like
Yeah.
I don't know, another
maybe
10 cities
maybe
in the
two
US.
countries, 2 or 3 countries in Asia.
Do you understand? It's a madness. It's just a madness. And before that, they've probably done like maybe 1 or 2 songs together.
Bro,
Yeah.
even
Right.
for the culture, imagine you just say, you know what, fuck it. Let's do one in Nigeria. Bro, David and Wiz in
Yeah,
Nigeria.
that's a
We don't have logistically. We can't even manage that kind of thought
No,
because the demand
I
will be
think
too
they
much.
can't.
Wait for Lagos State.
To be too
Lagos State are having
But I don't think they
Lagos
can do it
State
in.
Lagos State is building an
I don't-
ultra event center that will take like
Yeah,
10,000.
so,
So when they
but
finish
it's
that,
also in Lagos.
that's the
But
problem.
they can do it at Teslim. Teslim is
They
20,000.
can do it. They can do it.
so.
They can do
Olamide
it. It will be
is like
too. It will be
10,000.
too. It will be too. It will take a lot because there's no infrastructure on
So
ground to
you have to
manage
build things from scratch.
You have to build stuff from scratch.
But what are you building from scratch?
No, I mean, you have
That's
to
the
do-
venue now.
no, I mean, you have to
The store now.
structure- the structures from
You have
scratch.
to structure it from start. The sound systems, the logistics, everything.
Olamide
We don't
did
have
it
it.
now. People
How you going to travel around the country? How you going to be free?
Steve, I don't like this. Don't people do experience? Why are you making it look like it's
Experience is the only one. Is an event. One event. They're not doing
Yeah,
experience in
No, it's true, sir.
26 states.
No, we're talking about
No,
one
I think you
state.
say
Though.
you're doing
We're talking about one
venue
state.
now.
Though.
Oh, okay. One venue, of course.
Of course,
Now.
it can't be duplicated.
Shut down. That is shut down now. I thought you
Even
were
if
talking
they
about
want
a
to do-
tour in
if they want to
Nigeria.
If not in Nigeria, that's not a problem.
I thought you were talking about a tour in Nigeria.
They can't do a tour in Nigeria for obvious reasons.
Number one, big security, sir.
Sorry, I don't think people can afford to pay
Yeah, true.
like
Wiz and,
beyond some
Wiz and
states, right?
Davido.
And if you're looking at it from like a how do I put it? If you're looking at it from you want to have like 20 seat capacity, 20,000
Yeah, it's impossible.
capacity. But I think they can do it. They just use stadiums all through. If people can afford it,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah,
Like
that kind of
where,
tour
where
should be bankrolled by like a corporate this thing so that
Yeah.
tickets are the lowest possible, like 500 naira.
yeah, but they will drain the corporate company.
Yeah, they'll drink. You're in this economy right now.
It's too expensive.
In this economy,
It's too expensive.
bruh, nah, we ain't doing that.
If they want to do a tour in Nigeria, it's not because they want to make money off
It's just for the culture, it's for the look.
Yeah, but I think they it'll be a nice, it's a birthday wish. It's a birthday wish.
wish,
All right, going from collaborations to brands and brands supporting people to brands not understanding people and even imprisoning them. Erisco and Erisco Foods. Who wants to give us the backstory?
I
with Erisco?
don't even know the backstory anymore because I'm lost.
Okay, I got the backstory. Steve, you got the
Okay.
backstory?
No, if you got it, go on.
All right, I got the backstory. So backstory here is simple, right? A young lady called Chioma, I don't know what her surname is, probably don't want to mention it in the pod, did a review of a tomato paste, right? In tin, big tin tomato paste. And basically her review said, or what she expressed in her review was that
It contains too much sugar.
yeah, that the tomato paste contained too much sugar. Now, let's put a quick full stop there. I'll come back to that. Steve, you are well aware, right, that somebody I know visited a factory where one of the factories, not Erisco Food, please, one of the factories where they actually make tomato puree or paste, right?
Yeah.
And this person then called me and told me, do not stop using tomato paste or puree. Like stop in Nigeria. Steve, you remember now I put it in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. I remember.
Maybe 2 years ago.
I remember. It's been long.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It's been long now, at least 2 years ago. Don't stop using tomato puree, stop using tomato paste. I said, why? He said, I've just been to a factory where they create this for a popular brand, and 50 to 60% of what is in every pack is sugar.
Sugar.
This was the first time I was new to this. This is the first time I actually started to look into it. And I asked the person, how do you put sugar in this thing? I thought it's meant to be pepper or puree. This You're just putting sugar. It's just 60% sugar, and the remaining 40% is, the tomato, actual tomato and whatever.
Tomato. Yeah.
And you start to think about how people are trying to avoid getting diabetic, trying to reduce their sugar intake, but you're just eating jollof rice or you're eating rice and stew, and you're just consuming you're just consuming sugar, and you have no idea, right? So that's just like my own backstory. So when I see this lady's review, it
Triggered you.
it kind of
Triggers
connects
you.
to that, and I then understand the context in which this Chioma lady is speaking. That she said the thing is just sugar. Now, I don't know the quality of these guys' produce, but the quality is not up to the quality of the person who called
Told
me.
you about. Yeah.
That one is more expensive.
At least, okay.
They're a more popular brand, right? So if those ones were packing 60% sugar in their stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Don't
these guys
trust.
are packing.
Yeah, you don't know what these guys
I
are
don't
doing.
trust anybody anymore, right?
Yeah.
And if your brand is less, qualitative than that brand that I know about, then I'm even trusting you less.
Yes.
So when someone puts up this review, boom, 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 I'm like,
It didn't shock you. It
okay.
didn't surprise you. Yeah.
I wasn't surprised at all. But here's what Erisco Foods did. They found this woman, they bullied this woman, they've used the Nigerian police force to bully this woman. This woman is now facing charges
Charges on
cyber bullying for reviewing
reviewing a product that she bought and used.
that she bought.
Yeah.
And so she's been cyberbullied. She's been charged to court. She has had to attend court proceedings in Abuja. She's based in Lagos, by the way.
Yeah.
There's been police officers who have allegedly threatened her and bullied her,
Yeah.
right? And it's still going on. And then a documentary has been done. I think Arise TV did a documentary on the whole thing, right? The CEO of the company was interviewed.
Spencer Adamant, yeah.
The guy said he would rather die
Yeah.
than drop the charges.
Yeah.
I said in my mind, don't threaten the devil with a good time.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And it has just continued to unfold, and he's gotten like a lot of backlash on social media. People have said cancel his product, etc, etc. They've tried to do some PR around it. They launched like their own Twitter page, and they've been trying to do some PR. And people
they hired Innocence, the guy that does PR for Innocent.
They hired a PR expert who now needs a PR expert for himself. And someone said something. I can't find it again. I thought I bookmarked it, but the person basically said, "We all know like Nigerian police force does not have shame."
No, they don't have shame. Yeah.
Don't you people have shame?
Yeah.
Right? Don't you people have some sort of like? Don't you have shame?
It's a clown force. Yeah. It's Nigerian clown force. It's a clown force.
And I'm going to read something that Yinka Ogunubi tweeted, right? He said, a man posted online a plea to his pastor to refund his tithes because he had fallen on hard times. Rather than see it as an opportunity to empathize, he was rather insulted, cursed, accused of blackmail, and threatened for the effrontery and audacity to make his demands on social media. If they had listened attentively between the lines, they would have realized that he was really asking for what he was really asking for was not a refund, but help to get his business back on track. The woman posted a review of a product she bought on social media. She was not an influencer, so hardly would anyone have noticed. For the company to engage her about her concerns, take the feedback, reassure her about the safety of the product, and turn that negative into a positive. Unfortunately, they chose the path of arrest, harassment, and prosecution for cyberbullying. In the process, elevating a small localized itch into a gaping national wound. You see,
Ego.
not everything that has the appearance of negativity is actual negative or is actually negative. Diamonds usually come out of a rough, of the rough. Gold is blasted out of the rock and oil comes out of the crude. It doesn't have to look like it is good, but you can create or unearth the good out of every situation. These two examples I have referenced above were lost opportunities, and it is because we are programmed to see problem rather than the solution and the threat rather than the opportunity. Our natural instinct is to go on the attack because we feel the other person is out to hurt us. Maybe yes, maybe no. But in every problem, there is a solution, and in every threat, there's an opportunity. Focusing on that opportunity rather than the threat could be the difference between life and death, profit and loss, wisdom and foolishness. I leave you with this quote from Joan Rivers. Life goes by so fast. Enjoy it. Calm down. It's all funny. Next. Everybody goes so upset by the wrong things. Remember the lady with the whose car blew up, but the cup,
The
the
cup, Stanley
Stanley
Cup.
Cup.
the Stanley cup,
Yeah,
was intact. Remember that lady?
yeah,
If that
yes,
company
and
was a
they,
Nigerian company, they will find a
yeah,
way to fuck it up.
yep, they will.
Even though their cup wasn't blasted, their cup was
Yes,
unaffected.
they'll find a way to fuck it up.
They will
Yeah,
find a way to fuck it up. That's one thing
yep,
about Nigerians. There was also another one I watched. I can't remember, but this lady was like in a very remote place, and she complained about. I think she complained about her jacket or like some a gear or something, right? Maybe it was like I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a jacket or pants or something that it wasn't it wasn't keeping her warm enough or whatever. The company turned it into a social media PR stunt. They flew somebody, right, who took a plane, then took like a kayak, then took like a boat, then got to that remote
yeah,
place,
yeah, yeah,
handed it over to her, and the person left.
yeah.
That is great. That's how you turn something negative into something positive.
Yeah.
Like Yinka Ogunubi said here, he said, this woman is not even an influencer.
Nothing. Nobody.
I did
I
not
wouldn't
know,
have known. I wouldn't have heard about that review if they
bro,
if the Erisco, the company themselves didn't take action.
bro, I don't
Had not
know.
taken action. Yeah.
I did not until that very, this whole controversy, I did not
The
know Erisco.
arrest. I did. Yeah. Yep.
Did
Same.
you know,
Same.
did you know Erisco?
I didn't know that I didn't even know that he had a tomato paste company. I knew him for something else, not for having like tomato paste company.
So imagine
I
if
didn't
they
know
are
them.
spun
I
that
didn't know
thing
them.
around. And if you don't want to spin it around, guess what you'd have done? Just leave
Just
it.
leave it. Just ignore. Just ignore.
Think of any
It's just
brand
the
in
over-bloated
Nigeria.
ego of a typical Nigerian rich man.
That's what it is.
Ego of
Think of
let me
any,
bully people, let me intimidate people. That's just it. That's just your typical Nigerian big man. No positive impact. Just using their wealth to intimidate and to bully people. There's no positive impact that they use their wealth to do. You know, just that's just it. Just watch that video. That's a Rice TV interview, and you see someone who's just driven by his own ego, not by anything. It's just by his own ego. I'd rather die. Someone don't like. Just imagine, like, oh man,
I don't know what
yeah,
to say, but it is, it is just typical of every what, every, it's just typical of what is going on in Nigeria, which is if I have the resources to
yeah.
persecute you, I will. And I think
I
that's why
will.
everybody's
Yeah,
acquiring wealth so that when
that's
it
it.
gets to nitty-gritty, me
Yeah.
if I get person
That's
for MPF, me if I get
exactly.
army, I
Yes,
get
now
this one.
I'm connected everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't need to go through the process anymore. Oh, I need to
yeah.
get this affidavit. Oh, I know somebody inside.
I know
Oh, I
one
need to
uncle.
get this.
I
Oh,
know one auntie.
that's that's where we are. Anyways, let's get into fan mail real quick. Real quick. This is from Doc Neto. Woo! Shout out to Doc.
What's up, Doc?
What up, Doc? What up, Doc? We need to have Steve set it up. We need to have Doc as a guest too.
As I told him, I saw him. We met in Kenya. I told him I was going to send him a mail. I forgot to. I'll send him a mail.
Yeah, Doc has to be our first guest. Anyways, he
Yeah.
says, "Hey guys, Y'all been cranking up the nostalgia recently that I had no choice but to send in an email. Doc is showing his age. Doc is showing his age. Hearing you guys talk about MBI and Groovoids takes me back to such sweet old times. When life was simpler, dollar was about 150 naira, and maintain were singing about petrol being expensive at 40 naira per liter. Good old days. Similar to Osags, I would pay top dollar to see many old timers reprise their acts. In fact, I did. Once in 2022, Daddy Shoki did a show in a small town in Ireland, and I happened to be close. So I and a few friends got on the road to see him relive some good memories. More old timers should do this, seeing as many millennials who grew up on their music now have significant income to pay for a nostalgic experience. Usher's residency in Vegas is a prime example. Middle aged women reliving their teen years are the biggest customers for his shows. I'm always commenting on the show in my head, but couldn't resist sending this email. Keep up the great work, Doc Neto. P.S. What's the title on that Baba D song you referenced? The lyrics reference Kiri Kiri and Mobile Police. Can't seem to find it anywhere. Which Baba D song is that? That's Ayo. Ayo is our Liberian. Ayo, when you know it, please let us know and we'll send Doc Neto a DM. All right, this is from Ade. Hey, loose talk giants. I hope this message finds you well. You may remember me from you may remember. Hey, loose talk giants. Hope you guys are doing well. You may remember me as the student from Ikorodu who previously reached out about moving to Ikeja. Steve, you remember him, right? The guy
Yeah, I
the
do.
guy
I do.
you advised.
Yeah.
He says, I appreciate your advice, but unfortunately, moving to Ikeja would be financially challenging for me at this time. Additionally, my school is resuming physical lectures on March 11, which limits my options, which is today. I'm writing to inquire about potential resources to help cover my school fees. My course registration is for 2 semesters, which totals to 110,000 naira. I have attached my admission letter for verification. I understand if you are unable to provide assistance, but any guidance or connection to relevant resources will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for the time and consideration. My account number is Kuda Bank 2000656836. If anybody can help Ade from Ikorodu, feel free. Yes, I did check his admission letter and I can find it here. Um, Let me confirm again. Yep. Oh, his name is not Ade, by the way. His name is Abiodun. Yeah. So shout out to Abiodun. And our last fan mail for today is from Anonymous, I believe. And Anonymous says, Hello, Giants. Well, it's not Anonymous. His name is Kelly. This is Kelly. I'm writing concerning the last episode. Banning Binance in Nigeria is not the best option for the federal government. Here is my take on it. Because banning Binance would limit access to cryptocurrencies for people in the country. It could also make it harder for people to participate in the growing crypto economy. It could stifle innovation and entrepreneurship in the crypto space since Binance is the major hub for new projects. It could harm the overall economy since crypto is becoming an increasingly important part of the global financial system. Secondly, this is my opinion on Ice Prince album. Ice Prince's Everybody Loves Ice Prince is a classic project. Big shout out to everybody on the pod. Have a great week. Peace. Um, and I think Mr. Kelly here is a trader and is really you know, he said, he said shutting
Makes
it down
sense.
will
Makes
affect the
sense.
economy. He's at this point he's just throwing
Uh,
anything on the wall, to stick. I don't think shutting
uh,
Binance down does anything to the economy. But I understand your point, my brother. You want to trade. Go and find another exchange platform to trade. If Binance is not there
yeah.
or is not available rather in Nigeria, there are other crypto platforms that are available. And you like we're talking about, I don't think we said it on the pod, but like Telegram now has its own wallet, crypto wallet, and I think through some of the Telegram channels you can actually Find people who you want to trade with via P2P. Stay safe, guys. Don't trust anybody on the internet. Don't give your money to people you don't know. Don't connect your wallets to platforms you're not,
So platforms that
sure.
you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, people do that a lot, bro. They just connect your wallet here. Once you connect the wallet, like you know, everything is gone. Don't keep a lot of money
And
on crypto exchanges. I keep telling people. You see, once in a while on Twitter, you see, oh, they hacked my account. Someone had access to my account and did this and did that. Oh, or the platform shut down, like FTX shut down and some other platform shut down. Stop keeping your money on crypto exchanges. Let me explain. A crypto exchange is like a bank. So think about it. There was a bank called um
Oceanic Bank.
Road. Yeah.
Oceanic Bank.
Oh, fantastic. That's actually because I didn't want to name any of the current banks, but I think Oceanic Bank is actually a great example because they actually crashed. Oh my god. So imagine if you had like people that had their money, kept their money, keep millions of naira in Oceanic Bank, right? And you don't know the health of the bank because you really don't check for these things. Like, what's your own business to be checking the performance of bank? It's not your own business now. It's to keep your money there. When you want to withdraw your money, withdraw it. But all of a sudden, what happens? You have like 5 million naira there, and the bank crashes, and then the NDIC tells you, we only insured up to 500,000, so take 500,000, go and keep your
Yeah.
money. But you had like 5 million there. So in reality, you should actually keep your money in the bank because it's the safest place to keep it, right? But what we are saying in the crypto version, so platforms like Binance, KuCoin, etc., Coinbase, they are all crypto exchanges, right? Where people
Yeah.
put their money on. What we are telling you to do is go and download a cryptocurrency wallet, which is different from the exchange. There are a couple of platforms that have it. MetaMask has a wallet. Coinbase actually has a Coinbase
Coinbase as
wallet,
well.
right? There's what's the name of this other one? The former KuCoin wallet. They can call it Halo wallets. There's Halo wallet. There's Trust wallet, right? So there are a couple of wallets. There's CoinX wallet. That is where you should move the bulk of your coins to, and then you keep it there. It always comes with like a seed phrase. Don't put the seed phrase on any electronic equipment. Go and write it down somewhere because you always need that seed phrase. Without seed phrase, everything is lost. And then you keep everything there. When you want to trade, you can then move it back to what the crypto exchange to do any of your trading. But the bulk of what your coins, right? And I know some of
It's in
our
your
listeners here,
wallet.
they are heavy crypto traders. Please take your money off these exchanges because anything happens, nobody's coming to save you. There's nobody you're reporting to. They'll tell you. So please save your coins on a wallet, put it somewhere. If you need to download, if you need to buy a ledger, it's a hardware wallet. You can also get a ledger. There are different things. Please do your research, DYR as usual. Go to YouTube and really check which wallets you want to use, which wallets are safe and all that. In this whole thing, right? You are the author and finisher of your
Of
of
your
your
own
money.
faith.
Please do not give it to anybody or think anybody's going to save you and all that. And that's the whole idea of self custody. You have a self custody wallet, you put your money in there. I don't want to hear my money was in FTX and it crashed. I don't want to hear it, please. And I know these platforms and these exchanges offer really good, attractive APYs,
Investment packages.
um,
Yeah.
percent per annum, and all that, which is nice. I do it on some of the platforms, but I don't, and you have to read. Are you on Coindesk? Are you reading? When you smell blood, are you on Twitter? When you smell blood, you quickly do what? I remember when the FTX crashed, I had my exchanges on, I had my crypto on different crypto exchanges. You know how this thing is now. You
Yeah.
can't buy one coin on one place, so you have to open another account
Yeah, you have
somewhere
to have
because you
different
want to buy that
places.
coin. And I used to buy a lot of shit coins back then because I used to make money off those shit coins, sand and all those other some stupid ass
Yeah.
Dogecoin, right? And once that FTX thing happened, my brother, I spent a whole day just moving all
Just
these
moving
coins.
everything to your wallet.
Yes, I was moving everything to the wallet, moving everything to
Yeah.
the wallet and all that. And recently, um, because for proper tracking, I also use like CoinGecko to track the performance of like each coin when you bought it, etc. I actually do all of that and put everything in, some one central place so that everything is safe. Sorry, I went into a whole crypto wormhole, but yeah, for our crypto brothers, please,
Yeah.
you know what to
Stay
do.
safe.
Yeah, we've come to the end of the
Yeah.
podcast. I just want to mention that for people who always want to support us, we a lot of people reach out to us, say they want to support us, and the payment, gateway we use is not really friendly for them. Most especially people like in diaspora and all that. We have like a new payment gateway that we can use to accept donations now. And it's in the comment section, it's in the show notes. So if you, wherever you're listening to, you have access to the show notes, you can click on it. It's actually a Stripe page. You guys can click on it and you can make your donations there. And we've set the donations to be whatever it is. So whatever you want to donate to the team, let us know. And we're happy
Yep.
to do for you. And we're happy to give you a shout out while we work on the Patreon, right? To be very honest, we are very open. We're very open on this podcast. We're trying to figure out what we can offer you guys. We have a couple of things, but we're also looking at our schedule, how busy we are, and how committed we can be once we announce. So we are deliberating and going through everything, but hopefully we get it sorted. But in the meantime, for those who want to donate, our big brosses and big mamas and big sisters and Egbon Adugos, you can always use the link in the show description to
Yeah.
donate to us. So that's about it, man. Steve, you got anything to say?
Nothing much. Thank you guys for riding with us. See you guys next week. Stay safe.
Fantastic, fantastic. We'll leave you in the arms of the elegant stallion. Onweka Onwenu.
Onye